Right, that's me live. Let's see if that's worked. Let's see if that's worked. Yes, okay. Right, let's get this link out to everybody that needs it so they can come and join us again. Stream for Roger, stream for Jen. Right, 2, 3. Phil, hello. You found me. Great. That's great. That's great. We got Phil. We got 3. Roger's back with us. Come and say hello while everybody's coming back in.
Hello.
Hello, babe. Holly pressed the wrong button.
I know. I was listening.
Holly pressed the wrong button. Sorry, folks. It's Holly's fault. She's very apologetic. But, yeah, she was trying to just... No, it wasn't me, Gordo. It was Holly. Holly, instead of going leave, because she's got admin rights on my stream, pressed end stream by mistake because she's on a phone. So she was sitting there very apologetic, going, "It was me!
Have you sent the new link to Holly and Jen?
Yes, I've sent a new link.
That's all right then.
I sent it to you. Sent it to the girls so they can come in. Here's Jen. And Holly was just off to make a phone call anyway. So, and we're back up to 8 watching. So, yeah, apologies. Holly says sorry. She pressed the wrong button. So, how is everybody in the chat anyway? Phil, you good? Gordo, you good? Who else we got?
Do you want to drop me back into the back room again now?
All right. Stuff you.
Save me going into one, won't it?
Bye. I do like to be able to do that. It's so nice. Yeah, you're right about your hair, Jen. It's the first time I've seen it down. It is the first time I've seen you with it down.
It's grown a lot. And the hairdresser was surprised at the condition of it.
Okay.
So you must be doing something right. So, yeah.
Mine's ready for another trim because I've already taken some off this fringe and it's still in my face.
Yeah, still looks nice.
Oh, it's what I do is I go from fringe to parting, and then I let it, and then I go back to fringe. But
yeah,
I can't see with it. As I've already taken some off. But you're right, Gordo. It does look better down. But you're like me. It's at the back. You can't necessarily see it because it's yeah.
You know what? I'm trying to get you up on back up on my phone, and I can't get you up. Oh, there you go.
You got the right link.
It keeps on. It keeps on going to another. Right then. According to this, it's starting again. And I can't get her. Oh, I can't get it. I can get the comments. No, I can't. I can't even chat.
Are you in the right stream? Are you in take 2? I'm going into take 2, the new one, not the old one.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah,
I didn't know.
probably.
I didn't.
Because I've had to start a new stream, and all I did was put take 2 in and go for it. So I was back up as soon as possible. And if you're trying to go into the first stream, it won't let you comment necessarily.
Yeah.
A lot of men do, Gordo. But I've just had all mine chopped off. Yeah, Roger's right. He doesn't care whether I have it long, because I grow it long and then I get bored with it and I have it all chopped off to about this length. So for me, this is short. Long is down here somewhere.
There you go.
There you go. You're in the right one now.
Yeah.
Makes a difference. Makes a difference.
Yeah. So how's your week been, apart from your good news?
Apart from the Zoom meetings and the interview and getting the job,
Yeah.
not a lot. Shopping.
Has him downstairs been behaving?
Him downstairs? Oh, he never behaves. He never behaves. He started this, I don't know where it came from. And he's only done it since I fell and hurt my arm. He decided every time he would go past my chair, he would grab it and rattle it. So I'm there like this. And when I'd first done fallen over,
yeah,
if my arm was in the wrong place, it was making my arm rattle. And I'm like, you do know that's hurting me. And he's like, why? Why is it hurting? I'm like, because I'm broken bloody arm, you twat. But yeah, since I've got better again, he's gone back to doing it. Now he knows it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing. He was at the hospital the beginning of the week. So we had that as well this week.
Yeah. How did everything go there?
Mr. COPD, come and tell us about your trip to the hospital, babe.
Yeah, they diagnosed me with a lot of breathing problems, a lot of sleeping problems, and COPD.
Yeah.
That's why my breathing's always laboured and raspy now. It's only the last few months that it started, but I'm going to have to go in for some investigations like sleep trials. They want to test me for sleep apnea as well as a few other things.
It'll be fun for them when he's in the clinic.
Yeah, they ain't going to know whether I'm going to wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning and get up, or whether I'm going to get up at 1 o'clock and start wandering about.
Just as long as you're all there.
Well, it's this week alone. I mean, one morning, what was it? 2:30 I was up, babe.
Yeah.
Just couldn't sleep. My legs wouldn't stop twitching. The following day, I was fine. I was awake, but I didn't get any nastiness or didn't have to get up till about 7. This morning, again, it was about 4 o'clock. And I never know. But I'll go to bed at 9 o'clock. I'll get an hour, 2 hours kip, and that's it. I'm awake for the rest of the night. It's bloody annoying. And then I'll fall asleep during the day when the fatigue kicks in, you know.
Yeah.
I was going to say the other night he'd fallen asleep in the chair, and normally if I speak to him, he'll wake up. but he started going into a deep snooze now. He did it. You did it again tonight, just before 2, because I had to come and wake you up.
It's
because
my sleep patterns have always been screwed up, but lately they've been getting worse again.
I don't mind him having a nap before tea, but the danger is that he goes into a deep sleep, and then I have to wake him up when tea's ready. Well, that's my problem, Gordo. Sometimes I go upstairs, I lie down, and I'm asleep. No problem at all, because I don't go to bed till about 11 o'clock. Any earlier than that, and I will be awake at 4 o'clock in the morning if I get into bed and go straight to sleep. But there's other nights when my brain will not shut down, and I've tried all sorts, believe you me. And when my brain doesn't shut off, I'll be looking at the clock or my watch, and it's 2:30, and it's 3:30, and it's 4:30, and he's got up, and then I might get a couple of hours sleep, and it's a new day. And I think that's part of the reason why Roger and I both have issues sleeping, is because we keep each other awake.
Well, you don't keep me awake. I keeps myself awake.
One point I did 4 days without sleep, and then I fell asleep in the sun. But that was different. I was helping somebody as a navigator while they were doing deliveries during the day, and then I had a job operating at a taxi service overnight. So yeah, it was like catch an hour here if you can, catch an hour there if you can, and it never didn't happen. 4 days without sleep, and I sat down in the sun, and yeah, I got a bit red.
I bet that was painful.
Luckily, I wasn't in the sun for too long because I was on the back patio and the sun had gone over, so I'd fallen asleep. Yeah. I'd had a couple of hours in the sun, and then I went into the shade. But
still a couple of hours in the sun asleep. Not nice. Sorry, drink went down the wrong way.
But yeah, that's like him, Gordo. I can't understand how he gets away with so little sleep, but then I do it as well. I know I do it. He'll say I'm fast asleep, but my brain hasn't shut off. Because I just lie there and don't move, trying to chill and relax. And
I'll have to go like at about 8 because I'm expecting visitors. Well, it's my daughter. She's been in Turkey all week.
Okay.
So she's coming here later with a little girl. Because she had a birthday, 15th birthday the other day. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing them.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. Got nice weather there.
Oh, I can imagine.
Nice blue skies. They've got nice tans. We had a really nice time there.
The one thing I like about Turkey is the proper Turkish delight. I love proper Turkish delight.
Love Turkish delight. I love Turkish delight. The ones with the nuts in, they're nice.
I treated myself. They've got them in at B&M at the moment.
Yeah.
Ready. They're starting to get the Christmas stock in. So
Yeah.
do not press the button again.
Hi, I'm really, really, really
Holly.
sorry.
Do not press that button again. If you want to go, I'll drop you out so that
I am
you're not on screen.
so
Don't
sorry.
press that button again.
They've moved they've moved the
Okay.
layout on the phone, and
Okay.
it used to be. I'm so sorry.
Just fucking excuses.
I know. Fucking hell! I've only been back like 5 minutes and I'm already causing frigging mayhem.
Well, I used to do it on my own.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, Holly, but we've got echo somewhere. But you being here and not causing mayhem would be abnormal.
True.
That is very true. Has that echo only started since I arrived?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, frigging hell. Hang on.
I've not noticed it.
Hang on. Why can't I leave? See, this is the problem. I don't have a leave button. I have an end button.
Right. Should I do remove?
Yeah, kick me out.
Bye.
I can't actually.
Yeah,
Why
she
can't I
is.
leave? Hang on.
It's still there.
I couldn't notice an echo.
Well, it's definitely Holly because it stops when she. Oh
Well,
no!
she came back up and said, "Why can't I leave?" So
Did it do it again just then?
Mm.
Oh, that camera's a bit clearer tonight. What's going
I
on?
literally can't leave the studio. I can't leave. I have
You're
an
not
end
meant
button and
to.
nothing else.
You're not meant
Well,
to
so-
leave.
well,
It sounds
I can
like the echo stopped.
I
No,
can
the echo's
remove
still
you,
here.
but I can't boot you. If that makes sense.
Yeah, why can't I? Oh dear God.
I can mute you. I can change your name, and I can remove you from the screen.
If you remove me from the screen, drop me into the back room, then click the 3 dots and go kick from studio.
No, it comes up with edit name or edit mic settings.
Oh my God. Well, I think it's gone anyway. The echo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
has.
Why can't I leave? It's like being in a cult.
It's because you're admin. I can kick Roger or Jenny, but I can't do it for you. I've only got edit name and edit mic settings because you're admin.
That is so weird.
Mind you, StreamYard's been playing up for a few weeks now. It's been
Oh,
doing
yeah.
some very weird stuff when I've been using it.
Yeah, but you should be able to kick people from the studio.
Not when you're admin.
But I should be able to leave of my own accord.
No,
Without stopping the stream.
Because I only have, at the bottom I have mic, cam, guests, more, which is post comment, layout, private chat, stream info, settings, and cancel, which is cancel the menu that I'm on. And then I have an end button. And I noticed that after I pressed the end button before, then it came up saying leave.
But by then you'd already ended the stream.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. That's where the leave button usually is.
It's because you're admin.
No,
You're
I
not
can
allowed-
do it.
once you-
I could.
once you
I used to be
joined,
able to,
you're not allowed to leave.
it's because it's a cult. I've had my initiation now. You can never leave.
You can never leave.
Mm.
It's the Hotel California.
Yes, it is.
Oh, a message, cult leader. We're okay for 2.
Yep, no worries. I actually re-downloaded Discord before on my phone. 'Cause I haven't got at the moment. I didn't have Discord, Messenger, nothing like that on my phone. I had WhatsApp, but all the other ones I was like, nah, they can all go. I haven't checked my Messenger in about 2 months. Honest to God, it's gonna be chocker.
Well, when I was about to message you, I thought, shall I WhatsApp? And I thought, no. No, I'll send her a message because she might actually look at that.
Well, that one I had earlier, wasn't it? Have you had one, Ollie, from Facebook
Saying
about using your information and that from your pages to learn the AI thing that they're doing?
no.
Oh, yeah,
What's
the
that?
AI Meta thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had that.
I
I've
think
refused
they
to
got a
listen.
box at the bottom because you can opt out and object to it.
I
But
object.
it's up
Yeah.
to them whether they accept your objection.
No, really?
Yeah. So in the bottom, there's a comments box. So you can imagine I've gone nuts in there. I actually put in there, no, you can't use mine. It doesn't matter whether I object or not. You don't take any bloody notice. Every time I've messaged you with an issue, you haven't bothered taking any bloody notice. So do what the hell you want. What's the point of sending us this?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
But they've accepted, and that I've got the thing that says they will honour my objection. But I put in there, look, you don't recognise context, you don't recognise words and the meaning of words, you don't know what humour is, you don't know what sarcasm is,
No, because they use bots.
you know, and you just can't be trusted with people's information.
No, they use bots on it just to pick
Yeah.
up words.
Yeah, well, I've objected anyway.
I haven't had one yet, but the cat has.
The cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cat. I set up years ago. I was playing games on Facebook. Keep me occupied. Something to do when I was bored and lonely. And when I needed somebody to send me lives, there was never anybody out there.
I did
So
that
I
with
set
Major.
up an account for the cat.
I did
Now-
the same with Major.
I have since been locked. No. You haven't heard the best bit yet. I have since been locked out of that account because I couldn't remember the password.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way I can get access now is to send photo ID. So I've done that. At some point, they'll just shut it down.
Yeah,
No,
I tried that with mine. It doesn't work. You just go round and around and around in a circle.
I can't shut it down because I can't get access, and I can't get access because I haven't got photo ID. So
Yeah.
But so the cat's had an email to say about the AI. I haven't quite figured because can't you now say somebody's dead and you need to close the account because the cat's dead.
Memorialize it. I think the profile itself has to have been set up properly because you have to go through the settings on that profile and choose people who have access to memorialize it. Like my mum will be mine. God, that was morbid, wasn't it?
I was thinking that the other day. You know, what the hell do you do if you pass unexpectedly? And you haven't got your passwords written down anywhere.
I think it just stays where it is.
No, I mean everything, bank accounts, computers.
You're buggered.
Well, yeah.
See, my mum's got all of mine because of all this shit with my brain. I wrote down like all my account numbers, passwords, everything. My mum's got the lot.
How is that now, Holly?
Kevin can go fuck himself. That's how it's going.
When's your next appointment?
I've actually got a telephone appointment on the 8th with a clinical nurse. I think it's just going to be to talk about obviously the findings of the angiogram, what the next steps are. I know in my surgeon's write-up from my consultation, he did say he wanted an angiogram. Then there's another scan called, I think, if I remember right, it's called a tractograph or something. I think it it plots all your
Yeah.
it plots something anyway in your brain, and then after that it'll be scheduled for surgery.
But the sooner it's done and dusted, the better.
I just want it over and done with, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
I'm sick of having to live day to day, like trying to keep my blood pressure down for starters, worrying when I get a headache. It's like the other night, I suddenly started feeling like all the blood in my body was being squeezed into my head. Like my whole head just felt full of blood, basically.
Wow.
And I was feeling like kind of woozy and a bit out of it. And I said to Grumps, I says, look, just as an FYI, this is what's happening. This is what I'm feeling at the moment.
But
So-
this is what the NHS don't realise. The more they hold people's appointments up and don't deal with issues, it causes more issues, which is more for them to deal with.
Yeah.
You know,
True.
Yeah,
and
but they
like
don't
all
want us
these
to live.
things they're advertising now, I'll come in and get checked for this, get checked for that, checked for the other. Well, if people know they're ill and they can see that the GPs, then they'd get a referral if they are ill.
Yeah.
But just everybody turning up at the NHS, at the hospitals to get checked and that.
I mean, to be fair to them, when I had my cervical cancer scare a couple of months ago, they did fast track me,
Yes.
which I was seen within 2 weeks. But
Well,
that's because it's cancer. Cancer
Yes.
is the biggest money maker for them.
well, Buggerlugs here has got an issue that his feet were swelling up. So we left it. He stopped taking the one tablet that he just started on. And he goes round to the doctors to see if he can get an appointment because of this issue. No, you're better off going up to A&E because they can do all the tests up there. So he goes up to A&E, and when he comes out...
they only test you for the life-threatening shit.
Hang on. No, hang on. When he comes out of A&E, having spent best part of the day there, he said that something, he's got an issue with his kidneys, they think, but he's going back in about his sleep apnea and his possible COPD.
Right.
So the only thing he's got diagnosed about his feet that are swelling is the COPD.
Have you got COPD? Oh my god.
Wow.
But obviously
I'm
that's not making
sorry.
his feet swell.
Yeah, I've got to still be tested, Ollie, but the doctor that I saw, I did all the breathing tests and that, and she stopped me halfway through simply because I was almost passing out.
Yeah.
And she said, no, I 99.99999% sure, yes, you have got COPD.
Is she giving you what they call a rescue pack?
A what?
They
No.
They can give you a rescue pack, which is an inhaler and some steroids.
No, they're going to. She's referring me to one of the consultants there, and she
Right.
said he will prescribe you inhalers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, we still don't know what's wrong with his feet.
Yeah.
You'll never get to the bottom of it.
It could be the fact that I'm just sat down all the time now. You know, I'm not active.
Yeah.
And obviously I have put on a bit of weight as well because I'm not active.
Mm.
But my feet and my legs, every now and again, they'll just keep swelling up. It'll get to the point where I can't even get my slippers on.
Oh, bless you.
You know, it's actually visible.
That's
But-
shit, that is.
Is that down to fluid?
Yeah, they gave me some tablets and they didn't do anything.
I gave him
Yeah.
water tablets for a week.
All it did was make me piss.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, though, if there's something wrong with your kidneys, like they say they weren't functioning properly or something, that can create fluid buildup.
Mm.
Water.
But water
But they
tablets
did,
for a week and no further follow-up does not make sense.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, the GP is absolutely useless. You know, I mean, you get swollen. I didn't say about the legs when I phoned them. I just said, you know, my feet are swelling up every now and again. And oh yeah, we'll tell the doctor and he'll get in touch with you. And 10 minutes later, the receptionist has rung me back and said, "Oh, the doctor said go to A&E."
Oh, for fuck's sake!
You know, I'm like,
That's,
what?
the thing is, though, they put all this advertising out about not clogging up A&E with things that you can go to your GP about. You go to your GP and they say go to bloody A&E.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just, it doesn't make sense.
It's a lot of the problem is the GPs are overwhelmed because they don't do enough hours because they earn more doing their private clinics.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where the government have said, right, you know, we'll force the GPs to see more people. Well, all they're going to do is force the GPs to go fully private.
Yeah, they are.
Because they'll say, no, we ain't having this shit. You know, and they're on, some of them are on 100 grand a year plus the bonuses from Big Pharma.
Yeah. And it doesn't help with the amount of people that are in the country now.
No. It's, you know, there's hundreds of thousands of them still coming over, and they're even bringing more in now from, what's the name, Lebanon.
Mm-hmm.
There's another planeful came in today. Yeah, okay, they got British passports, but they're not British. It's that they've only got them because they work for Britain over there.
Yeah.
You know, like they did in Iran and that. And
Yeah.
they're just filling the country up, and it can't afford it. We haven't got the space.
No, we haven't.
We haven't got the housing. We haven't got the health service.
We lack the infrastructure in general.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, it's bloody ridiculous. I'm diving into politics again, aren't I?
I know, I just had the exact same thought. I was like, shit, we've done it again, haven't we? Sorry, Heather.
It's, yeah, I don't know where we're going. I mean, you know,
Down.
if this government stays in, we're screwed, basically.
We're sinking. We are sinking.
Yep. Absolutely. I'll leave it there because I'll only start going into it.
Yeah. See, I think this is another reason why I've like stepped back from a lot of stuff is because of the state of everything in the world. I'm just like, do you know what? It's too much having that in your face every day. It's depressing as hell.
A lot of people do, sweetheart. I mean, poor old Resist.
Yeah,
I
how
mean,
is
he
he?
used to love coming on the internet, but he stays off it a lot now because it's just getting to him. It's same as a lot of people. It's frightening people. They don't like to come out. They feel scared. You know, it's
a sorry state of affairs.
He might be
is.
sat in the background now. He might pop in and say hello. But
You what,
yeah,
sorry?
so- and so I can't get away from it because I live with him.
that camera
Anyway,
is-
guys, I'm going to go now.
Okay, dear. No
Okay.
problem.
All right.
Nice seeing you again, Holly. Oh,
And
hearing
you,
you.
Coming
Jenny.
in. Enjoy your time
Nice
with your
seeing
daughter.
you. Yeah, okay, thanks.
Say hi.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
I will.
So
Thank you.
Stitch won't be joining in tonight. She's got a headache. Okay.
Thanks
Bye.
for that. Thanks.
Bye,
Bye.
Jenny.
Thank you. Bye.
And
I've gone
then
all
we will
fuzzy
do-
again. Look. Or is it my
Yes.
eyes?
It's because you need a haircut. Ba-bumch.
Yeah. No, I'm having a hell of a job with my cameras. I don't know why.
Yeah, but it's not focusing on the back. There you go. No, that's the
No,
other
that's
one.
because I've changed to the other camera. That one will freeze up. But, yeah, it's just sad the way the country's gone. Yeah, I knew something like this was going to happen eventually, but I didn't think I'd live to see it. But
No.
hopefully, I am.
But you know, it's not just the country; it's everywhere. The end of the world is nigh.
Yep.
It's,
Yeah, it is.
And I'm sorry, I've lived through too many altercations because of bloody religion. I mean, when we were kids, it was Northern Ireland, or in Iran and Iraq have been going on forever and a day.
Yeah.
Okay, Putin isn't about religion; that's just about greed.
Well, the big
Well,
one when
in
we
for
were kids
Putin.
was Vietnam, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were there through the Cold War, Vietnam, and all that. You know, people of today, the youngsters, they don't know nothing about all that and how that was. And, you know, and we were on the brink of nuclear war then, during the Cold
Well,
War.
that's it. We've had that. We've had the Cold War. We've had all of that, and I know there were bits and pieces going on around the world, but they'd stopped forcing it on us. It wasn't in the news every day like it was with Northern Ireland. You know, I remember I when the pub bombings were in Birmingham, I wasn't allowed out for months.
Yeah.
Just because the not nightclub, the youth club I went to was in a Catholic area with quite a lot of Irish types, not necessarily Irish, but you know. So I wasn't allowed to go to my youth club because it might be targeted.
We
because
used
of all
to
the
go to
Irish
Ireland on
contingency.
holiday.
Huh?
How do you think we used to feel going to Ireland on holiday every bloody year?
Yeah, but you were going with your parents. I wasn't. They weren't coming to the bloody youth club with me, were they?
We used to stay with Kay and Jeff in Dublin.
Yeah.
For the first part, and then we used to travel across to the west coast to Sligo for the second week to the rest of the family. And there was one day Jeff turned up coming home from work. He used to work in the city. His father had a big furniture business there, a big furniture showroom. And he come in and he just sat down and he was white as a sheet. And we like, what's up with you? He said, well, I just got blown up.
What?
Yeah. He was walking up O'Connell Street during his lunch break, which is where his dad had the big showroom. And that was when one of the big bombs went off. It blew him clearly across 2 lanes of road.
Jesus.
You know, he got bruised up. He wasn't that badly hurt.
No, but even so, to experience something like that and, you know, be able to walk away from it.
Yeah.
I
you know.
I worked with a lad for a few years that was actually in the tavern in Birmingham when the bombs went off.
God.
He literally walked out minutes before it went off, and he had been sat on the bench where the bomb was placed.
Jeez.
Well, we used to go over on the west coast because the family had a little cottage on a boat slip, an old fisherman's cottage that we used to stay in. And you could actually hear the target practice going on in the sand dunes a mile away across the bay where the IRA were practicing.
Oh, that's madness.
Yeah, the locals, all the locals knew us. We were family, you know, in that little area. And they weren't bothered. They said, look, you just don't go over there. They don't come here bothering us. You know, they know some of the English come here because your family. They're not going to bother you. And we never did. And at the end, we just never used to talk about it while we were there. You know.
Bloody hell.
But I dare say if you went over in them sand dunes now and dug around, you could probably still find stuff buried over there. But
Oh, more than likely. More than likely. I loved Ireland when I went over. We were down like Wexford and
oh yeah, down
all of that.
south. Yeah, we were right over. More or less the furthest point you could get away, Sligo Bay, Moharal. You know, we looked out the window of the cottage, and all we could do, the next land we would see, if you could see it, was America. It's But I haven't been over there for years. I still keep in touch with my cousins and that over there. They're in touch with me on Facebook.
I'd love to go back over to Ireland, to be fair.
You told me he was going to take me.
The only way we could do it now from here would be go through Northern Ireland, because neither of us have got passports. But you don't need a passport to get into Northern Ireland, see, because it's British territory.
Yeah,
We
that's
could get
true.
passports and go.
I'd just go to Northern Ireland and drive across the border. You don't need to go through any of the checks. There's loads and loads of back roads around Bundoran and places like that. You can just drive through.
Hey,
I
maybe
don't even think there's a hard border anymore. I'm not sure.
maybe if they catch us, they'll put us up in a hotel for free.
Maybe.
No, 'cause at one point we used to.
Illegal immigrants.
Yeah,
Because
start
the-
trying to claim asylum and get shipped back over here.
Because
Trying
of
to
the
get away
tax
from Strata.
differences, a lot of people used to go up from the south to do their shopping in the north because stuff was cheaper. But if they'd stopped you at the border, if you had meat or alcohol, something like that, you'd have to pay the duty on it. Because I
Right.
remember sitting there, we bought a load of beer back when we were shopping. And they said, oh, no, you got to pay duty on this, that, and the other. Fuck you. I told me old man to fuck off for a day, leave me out in the wilds. I'll sit and drink it and then walk across. And the guy on the border said, go on, fuck off, you idiot. Take it and go.
Love it.
I'm like, yeah. I said, you can't charge duty if I've eaten it, can you?
Well, no, exactly.
And I would have done. I'd have took the cases out and I'd have just gone and sat in the woods and drank it for a couple of days.
Bloody know you would as well.
You're right, you would.
Yeah, I mean, it was the same when we had the foot and mouth here. Everybody that came
God.
off the ferries had to walk through a foot bath. Your cars had to be washed as they came off.
Yeah, I was working at the vets at the time doing my vet nurse training, and we were only a little practice, but because we were rural, we dealt with all the farming shit. So we had a foot bath on the way into the vet. When David the vet came back from his visit, the whole car had to be disinfected. It was an absolute nightmare. And then when they brought in DEFRA brought in the movement licenses, we had to deal with them. When I say we, I mean me. And I literally had about 500 movement licenses just literally handed to me and was like, can you please sort these? Because we're really busy. I was like, are you fucking serious? I'm supposed to be learning how to save animals, not bloody do paperwork.
When I was at the farm, I was one of the ones that used to have to dig the pits to put the carcasses in to burn them and that.
I remember. Do you know what I remember? I can't remember where. I think we were going to Alton Towers at the time. Me, Ben's dad. I think Ben's dad's sister was with us as well. And I remember we drove past a massive pit
Mm.
that was burning. It was mental.
It used
Now,
to stink.
it was awful. About 6 months before Foot and Mouth hit, my dad actually took over a butcher's shop in a market town, and it literally killed the business.
I mean,
It
the
ruined
worst,
it.
it wasn't the burning of them that was so bad. It was the ones that had been laid around for a few days. You know how they get bloated.
Yes.
The carcasses would be exploding in the fire
Mm.
where the gases were expanding, and it was horrible.
Bloody awful.
Absolutely horrible. And if you were having the fire, oh look, that camera's gone now. If you were having the fire, you dug a bigger pit, and all the local farms would bring all theirs over,
Mhm.
rather than have loads and loads of fires.
Yeah.
You just have one mass pit, and it would be burning for weeks.
Yeah, it would be. I remember
with
this
the
one on the way
fats
to
and
Alton
everything in
Towers
there.
was,
It was
this one that we saw on the way to Alton Towers, it was so big, and like all you could see was just legs sticking out
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
It
well,
was
they used to come and tip
awful.
them with the trailers, and we'd push them in with a bulldozer.
Yeah.
That's how big it got. It was it was a horrible job. It was an absolute horrible job, but somebody needed to do it, and it was good money to do it. You got
Yeah.
paid a lot of money to do it.
I bet you did.
But most of the farmhands were saying, no, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. And because any animals that had to be dispatched on the farm, basically I was the one that used to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Skinning the dead lambs and putting the skins on the orphan ones so the mother accepts them, and that was always put down to me because nobody else wanted to do it.
I think I genuinely believe I could do that shit. It's
not nice. It's not nice, but
the thing is, though, it's necessary. That's the difference. It's not like you're doing it maliciously or for any kind of evil purpose. You're doing it for a reason. You're saving another lamb's life. So
that's it. You've lost one, and what you're doing is you exactly right, saving another one by doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not your typical girl when it comes to that sort of shit.
No, nor me.
My stepdad, when I was younger, he got a job at ABP in the slaughterhouse, and he brought home this training video, and it was really in depth. And I'd sat down one day to watch a video. I think I was like 5 or 6 at the time. And I put the video recorder on, and it's this training video on how to slaughter animals. My mum said that she came in, and I was literally sat there watching it, like taking it all in. And apparently when it was finished, I rewound it and watched it again.
I mean, we used to work at the Camel Estuary in Cornwall, where we used to do the crabbing.
Yeah.
The crab business. And because it's like 30 foot of rocks going down to it, you had to climb down to the beach. There was sheep at the top, and we went down there one morning. There was a sheep laid there. It had fallen down the rocks and broke its back. We knew the farmer because we had permission to go across his fields to get to the crab traps. And so I told him what we'd found. And he said, he said, can you dispatch it? I said, well, yeah, because I always carried a hunting knife when I was down there anyway. I said, I can. And he said, well, he said, if you can dispatch it for me, he said, and just drag it a little bit further down the beach so the tide takes it. Obviously crabs would eat it and what have you. It was buggered up. We gave a phone call to one of our mates, and he come down. He was down there half an hour after I dispatched it and butchered it. So, instead of coming up with buckets full of crabs that day, we all came up with legs and bloody.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Evening, Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Yeah, he knew what I told him what we were going to do. I said, I'm not just going to push it out into the estuary. It's, it's young enough to be edible. But again,
Yeah.
the lads that were with me said, well, you know, I don't want to dispatch it. I said, well, I've got no worries about doing it. You know, it's going to die a painful death if we leave it. So it's got to be done, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I
One of
cried
them
my eyes
things,
out
isn't
after having to take my little cat in to be put down. You know, it's
Yeah,
but it's
that's
different.
that's totally different.
Yeah.
When I worked at the vet, the first time I assisted on a PTS, I had to go and like take half an hour because I was a mess. And I did so many of them that I kind of became immune to it.
Yeah.
But then when I had Major put down, I was in pieces. It was horrible. But it is when it's your own.
Yeah, it was like the vet, once it was all done, she said, you know, do you want to do with her? And you know, she said, you know, we dispose of them respectfully.
Yes, they do.
So I just said, well, look, she's gone. It's just a hollow container now. The essence of the animal is gone.
Mm-hmm.
I said, so yeah, if you can do that for me, you know, I've got memories, I've got photographs. In fact, I've got one of the best pictures of her is my screensaver now.
Yeah.
I think Donna was quite surprised.
I did think that you'd have her cremated and have her ashes back.
Well, she would have been cremated, but why would we want her ashes back?
Yeah, it's.
I've
Yeah,
still got my mother.
I'd rather have memories than a physical thing there.
See, my major's on the bookshelf in his little box.
It's, to me, it wouldn't be her in that box.
Yeah, no.
You know? And that's why I said when I go, you know, yeah, no service, no nothing. I'm just going to be cooked and thrown in the sea because I don't want anybody turning up at a grave or a box and mourning over me. Just remember me as I was.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm a bigger pain in the ass to everybody while I'm alive. I don't need to be one to them when I'm dead as well. You know?
By the way, Karen, they're not being rude, but Jenny's bowed out because she's got visitors, and Stitch isn't in tonight because she's got a headache. So, saying hello to them, they're not ignoring you.
I'm just going to get a drink. My throat is still raw as hell. You know, I wouldn't be at all surprised if I got fucking cancer of the throat.
Don't say shit like that, you knobhead. Jesus Christ, Roger.
Look, I have to live with a fucker. And his throwaway comments.
Do you want me to just come and like bash him over the head with a shovel?
No, I think we just need to. I need somebody big and strong. So we'll have Grumps over here and he can dig a hole in the garden. And then I'll hit him over the head with a shovel. It's just I need a hole to put him in to get rid of him.
This is the perfect time of year, isn't it? No, it's the throat. I've always had issues with it, with the scarring in there, but at the moment, I'm even having trouble eating sometimes.
Yeah, that's not good.
What?
You manage your chips all right.
Oh yeah, I like them.
I mean, this bloke here, for years, chips was maybe once a month. We'd do fish and chips. It was never a big part of our diet. Almost every night. I could do with one good, definitely. I want one at the top end of the garden.
I need one.
I've got some slabs.
I need one. I need a
patio. But this last week, no more than a week, we seem to have had pie and chips, fish fingers and chips. You name it, it's had chips with it. And it's like, where has this craving come from? And he's like, I've always liked chips. You just never offered them to me.
Oh, okay. I've got to admit, I'm a bit of a potato slut. I like my potatoes, like my mashed potatoes, my roast potatoes.
Well, what do you think chips are?
Yeah, I know, but
Fried
like,
potatoes.
yeah, I know, but I prefer them when I do them myself. I do like I'll do my own chips and I'll steam air fry them in my Beast, and they come out so nice. Oh, I might
But
actually do some tomorrow.
that's the thing for me. Chips are cooked in an old-fashioned basket in a saucepan full of lard, and they are triple cooked. And if you can get them from the chip shop like that, they are perfect.
Yeah,
These things that you throw on a tray and put in the oven are crap.
yeah, they
I
are.
don't,
That's why I don't like them.
I don't know, nor me. But
I
apparently,
love
this,
my roasties, don't I?
I'm not allowed a chip pan though because I've got ADHD and I'll burn the house down.
it was never worth having a chip pan because we didn't have chips that often.
No, my nan used to do like my nan always had sort of like a set menu, so to speak, for the week.
Yeah.
So she could budget for it, which I loved. Being autistic, I knew what we were having. Brilliant. My mum hated it growing up. But I think my nan would do chips maybe once a week or once a fortnight, and she'd always do them herself, always. And she'd do them in the chip pan on the cooker. Oh, they were beautiful.
The best chips I have found is the McCain in duck fat.
I get
They are
the
great big fat ones, and you've got
Yeah.
to drain the fat off, which
Yes.
is great because it goes in the drip jar for your roasties.
Yeah, I
and they-
get Grumps the beef dripping ones from
Yeah.
Aldi.
Yes, she does.
Did you hear that? And yeah,
Yes, I did.
Yeah, you get all the like the dripping in the air
Yeah.
in the bottom of the air fryer. It's brilliant.
Those are the best chips. But he likes the skinny, almost like McDonald's things, and they're foul.
No,
Fries.
see, I like them. Yeah, I like them. But the thing is, though, I always overcook them, so they're just crunchy, and I
Yeah.
hate crunchy food. Crunchy food is gross. The Tism
I've
does not like
started
crunchy
now.
Guy
food.
Phil with no teeth.
Started now.
You
I've got
are?
2 bags of chips.
No, seriously, it's the Tism. If I eat crunchy food, it gives me sensory overload because it's just you can feel everything, you can hear it. It's like, oh, go away.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, did you hear what she done to me the other week, Holly? Because you haven't been on the stream for a while, have you?
No, what did she do?
Well, her usual one in the evenings is, what do you want for tea?
Yeah, I've stopped
she said,
asking.
well-
He just gets whatever I cook now.
Well, I just turned round and said unicorn.
Oh no! Oh no! She
Guess
went
what
to
I got?
Iceland. She went to Iceland. She got you. She got
She
you
bought, she
basically.
bought them for the kids.
Oh my god! Oh wow! Unicorn turkey dinosaurs, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah. One of the lads had got a couple of packs of them, and he took them to the till, and he said, the label says £1. How much are they? And the girl behind the till says 50p. So I went and got half a dozen packets.
Yeah, too right.
They were getting rid of them, obviously, and I don't know whether it was a mistake that they were coming up at 50p or that they just hadn't changed the label. But it's like, yep, he's getting unicorn.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing I used to love, I mean, they've changed the recipe now, so they taste naff, but Bernard Matthews chicken drumsticks. Or whatever
that's
they
what
are.
the unicorns are.
Yeah, but the drumsticks were really fat and they were like really moist. Moist.
Moist.
I'm such a child. But
Molecules.
They were just really, really nice. I loved them.
Moist molecules.
Molecules. Oh, hang on.
Molecules.
I need to put my glasses on for that. Not that you can even see me, but I'll do it anyway. Molecules.
Hang on, let's see if I can get this up.
Oh, what?
There you go. Put that up. Like this is what they're doing now. They're using voodoo if you haven't registered your chickens.
Everybody crashed the system. It was brilliant.
That's a chicken voodoo doll.
Jesus Christ. That is so weird.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it when I looked on the thing. Oh, they've crashed it. I thought it was a joke, and I had to go on the government website to find out.
No, they really did. And it really was people doing stupid shit like registering the chicken that they bought from bloody Tesco's.
Yeah, it was like me putting names on the eggs and taking to register the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Steve. This is Steve 2. This is Steve 3. This is Steve 4. And this is Margaret.
I'd never heard of anything so ridiculous in my life.
The problem is using Sharpie to give all the eggs names. So now I don't know whether I'm going to get black bits on my eggs when I come to use them.
No, you should be all right.
You think?
Hopefully.
You think?
But they wouldn't accept the ear thing anyway.
Just to be on the safe side, crack one on his head to see if it's black.
You know.
I was going to have egg and chips for tea tonight, but couldn't be bothered to get the frying pan out.
I mean, I put it in the today's video that they're taking DNA samples from newborns now. They want to take DNA from every single newborn.
Oh, see, we said this like 10 years ago that they were going to start that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they've always done the heel prick for the test for so many diseases anyway. So it's only the same thing, but bigger.
Yeah, but it's this company that they, pardon me, started up, or department called
23andMe.
Future Health.
Oh,
It's a private entity that's connected to the NHS and government. Now, they're the ones that have been putting out all these invites through different clinics for testing for this, testing for that. And this is the new one they've come up with.
right.
It's-
Yeah, but did you see that all the board members and CEOs of 23andMe just literally walked out the other day?
yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck's
Yeah.
going on there?
Yeah. There's a lot going on very quickly. I mean, we've got, well, not so much Heather now. She's got this job coming up. She will have to be checked. But they have started looking into your bank accounts.
Yep.
I've
I've
never had a review since I've been claiming, but all of a sudden they want reviews. We've got one. They're setting up the appointments, and I queried about the bank statements.
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, if you think about it, that is personal data.
Well, you only have to show them what's going in and your rent and your council tax. That's it.
that's
They
what I said.
stipulate they want to see ingoings and outgoings now.
Oh, they didn't do that. They haven't said
Yeah.
that with me.
They want statements, 4-month statements.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
think mine
doing,
said. Sorry. Go on.
I sent a message to them saying that at the moment I'm not refusing, but I'm taking legal advice on this because we've got until the 16th to send them the information. I said, because I'm not sure it's absolutely legal. One, because the data isn't secure with you. And he come back and said, well, it's mandatory, this, that, and the other. I said, no, if you look in the Black's Law Dictionary, 11th edition, I said a mandate or mandatory is a legal contract that is only legal if both parties agree.
Mm-hmm.
I said, so even the police, if they want to look at your bank statements or into your bank account, they have to get a court warrant.
Yep.
So what makes you think that you can just demand them?
Because they turn around and tell you that if you don't, they'll cut your money.
This is the thing. They do it with
And
threats.
they will then cut you. They will then
Yep.
cut your money.
So
And-
what I'm doing, I'm going to send them my statements that they want. I shall leave on the amounts that are coming in and the amounts that are going out,
Hmm.
but I shall redact who it's coming from and where it's going.
And see, all I'm going to do is my incomings, so the money from them, and then my rent and my council tax. They're not having anything else. They can fuck right off.
That literally, if you read the words that they've sent out, it says we need to see amounts in and out. It doesn't say anything about who they're from or who they're to.
Mine
So
doesn't
I'm
say
going to
that.
black those bits out.
Mine doesn't say that. Mine just says bank
Yeah.
statement and an ID.
Yeah, it just says ingoings and outgoings. It doesn't say who from or to where. And I've already told them. I said, well, look, my part of the claim doesn't go into my bank. I said it goes into my partner's because it's a joint claim.
Yeah.
I said anything that is paid out, bills, utility bills, rent, or anything like that, because she was paying it on the house and paying the bills before we met. I said they're always paid from her account. Nothing comes out of mine for any of that. I said the only money that gets put in my account is when I need some personally, and she'll put some across.
Hmm.
But that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to black out who they're from and who they're to,
Yeah.
just so they can see the amounts and the dates that they go in and out. And that's it. That's all they're getting.
Do you have a printer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Print it out, black it out, scan it back in, because you
Oh,
can.
because I've done it
if
on
you
my
do it-
computer.
Yeah, there is
and I've
technology that
got
can get rid
to-
of it.
Yeah, well,
Do you know-
I've got to put it on a memory stick to give to Heather to put on hers to scan because our computers
Yeah.
aren't connected.
Yeah.
So all I'll do is I'll bring them up on my paint shop thing there and just black them out and then recopy them.
Do you know one of the easiest ways to black things out before you scan it is
What?
use a yellow highlighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but on that, what's it called? Let's get it up. I can't remember what the bloody Paint 3D. I can just go in there and it gives you the option of marker, spray can, brush. So I just put it on thick black and put a line through it,
Yeah.
and then save the image.
They
It's
do
done.
not. They don't need to know how much you spend at Tesco's or anything like. They don't.
Yes, they
That
do. That's
is-
what they want.
No,
That's what they
Yeah,
want.
They're not getting that.
they're not getting it. Not from me. They can fuck right off.
They're
Yep.
not getting that because that's on a credit card.
Because if they see how much I spend on fucking Amazon,
I think
nobody
you'll
needs to
find
see
in
that.
the listing they actually say bank statements and credit cards.
Not on mine. It just on mine. It just wants
They
bank
ask for
statements
bank
and an ID.
statements.
Evening, Scar.
They will eventually want things like credit cards and all that because they want
Yeah.
to know how much capital you've got.
Now, what it is,
Negative.
it's for basically, this is what the Tories set up, not Labour. They're just carrying it on and accelerating it. It's so when it goes all to credit scoring and they're bringing all this suppression in, if they decide, no, meat's bad for you, you're not allowed to eat so much meat, they'll be able to see on your bank statements, oh, right, yeah, they can check against your receipts because they'll have access to the supermarkets and they say,
Oh,
right, you're not
talking
allowed
of
to
that.
buy this and you're not allowed to buy that.
Talking of that, did you hear about Tesco's wanting to literally scold club card customers if they're buying too much unhealthy stuff on their club card?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the
Yep.
start of it.
Yep.
And we've fucking said this.
Mm.
We have been saying this for God knows how long.
I did a whole video on it over 2 years ago.
Yeah.
about how they're going to bring all this in.
Yep. It's coming.
And then last year, Sunak started putting these things in place. And I've had people emailing me say, well, you said this was going to happen 2 years ago. I said, yeah, I know.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's like we went food shopping the other day, right? We went to Aldi and we went to Tesco's. And the only what I would consider unhealthy food from Aldi was the chips, because they're pre-cooked, frozen, whatever. Everything we bought was actually healthy, but in their eyes, we would have got reprimanded for it because of how much milk we bought. Meat.
Yep.
What are you looking at me like that for?
They're excessively.
They'll do the same.
Are you on your second ice lolly? Where have you got the stick in your hand from the old one?
Oh, all you got to do is say it's for the dog.
my 2.5 kilo chihuahua eats 100 quid's worth of meat each month.
They don't know what your dog is.
They actually don't. That's actually not a bad thing to do, really.
But
But
they will
in
do
their
it with
eyes,
ciggies, alcohol.
yeah, in their eyes, what I bought would have been really unhealthy.
It'll be the same with fuel as well. Once they go totally digital, it'll be said, right, and you're driving further than you need to because you only need to go backwards and forwards to work in your vehicle.
Yeah.
So you're only about to, this is how much fuel
You know,
you need for that.
everybody heard you belch then.
Once
well
you've reached that limit, your card will not be able to pay for petrol.
No, and they're thinking of doing that pay per mile car tax as well,
that,
aren't they?
That I don't think it'll come in. Because people won't use the cars and they'll lose too much tax.
Well, I don't know.
You know, they're doing themselves out of tax.
But how are they going? How are they going to bill it?
Yeah,
because a gas guzzler is going to do far less miles per gallon. So if they put a price on a gallon of petrol and say, yeah, that's 30 miles, that's so much on a gallon. Your little EV isn't going to get taxed the right amount per mile, and your big Range Rover thing is going to get hammered. So you can't say that is fair as a pay per mile. So what are they going to do? When you have your MOT, they say, well, you've done 3,000 miles, you owe us this amount of money. Nobody's going to be able to pay it.
What do you think all these new cameras are for that are going up?
Right.
They're not speed cameras.
Okay. So how are they going to do it?
On your registration number.
Yeah, but they'd still have to.
With DVLA, the government have access to that. They have your address and you will be billed for it.
Yeah, but you still have to have your mileage clocked, which there would probably be like Heather said, you'd have to go and get it checked at some point, verified. Yeah, you would.
All new cars from next year have got data boxes attached to them.
So how are they going to do the old cars?
They will also have the information available to them straight from your data box via the Wi-Fi, internet, whatever, that if you're speeding, they have sensors along the road to say what the speed limits are. And if you're speeding in a restricted zone, your car itself will report you for speeding and you will be fined. At the moment, they're only going to be turned on the continent, but all new cars, even the ones in this country, on the forecourts from next year, will have to have these fitted.
Yeah,
just
fine.
in this country, you'll be able to turn it off until they implement it.
What's that got to do with pay per mile?
No, I'm just saying how they're going to monitor your driving, darling.
Yes, darling.
That black box will tell them what your mileage is, where you're going, everything.
Yes, I know. But we were talking about something completely different. You do this. We're on one subject.
You said how they're going to monitor your mileage. I'm just telling you. Your car's going to tell them itself.
On new cars, are they going?
Yeah, well,
How
why
are
do you
they
think
going to
they're
know
trying
how
to
many
force
miles
all
I
these
do?
old cars off the road?
Okay.
This is what they're doing. They've been trying it for years.
My car hasn't even moved off the drive for the past month, really.
I mean,
Poor little thing.
EVs now, they're being taxed from next April.
I know. I laughed so hard when I saw that. It's like,
But have you seen the
You know-
extra tax that they're going to have to pay?
like a couple of years ago, they started doing like £20 a year
Yeah.
tax for certain cars. Well, I've got that for mine, right? Now, Grumps drives BMW 1 Series.
Mhm.
It's the 2-litre M Sport. And he only has to pay £30 a tax a year for that because it's got an eco button.
Yeah.
That eco button has never been fucking used.
I know, I've been in a car with Grumps.
Yeah, I know.
But no, with the EVs, there's an extra tax on them coming in as well at the same time. Now, most people with EVs are going for these, like not people carriers, but the 4x4, the Chelsea tractor type things.
Yeah, the SUVs.
Now, you look at the price of them, most of them are 60, 70 grand a pop.
Uh-huh.
Now, if you've got an electric vehicle from April next year that's worth or cost more on the forecourt, more than £40,000, you will be liable for an extra £4,500 tax on top of your road tax.
Jesus Christ. Why?
There you go.
Value added tax,
Oh, my life.
Yep.
luxury tax.
Yeah.
Hey, you say luxury tax. Bloody tampons used to have a luxury tax on them, for fuck's sake.
Well, basically, they'll turn around and say everything's a luxury, even food. Well,
Yeah,
it
they
is
will.
now. It is now with the cost of living.
Well, yeah.
To a lot of people, it's not a basic anymore. It's a luxury.
Yeah. Which is, it's horrendous because it's your human right.
It's wrong.
Sadly, I'm one of these that digs into it a bit deeper than a lot of people, and I see what they're doing.
Yep.
They just want to bleed us dry, and they'll use that to control us.
Mm-hmm.
You'll behave, you'll do as you're told, or you're not allowed to buy things. That's the end of it. That's the main object of it.
Yeah. Wow.
It's like me and Heather were talking earlier, weren't we, about this carbon storage that they're going to do. Now, we produce less than 1% of the carbon emissions. Yet we're paying the most towards stopping it, to pay for places like China that have just built 47 new coal-fired power stations.
Make it make sense.
Germany has started using coal-powered fire stations again.
Oh God, what a Jesus.
And why are they doing that? Because we're buying fucking electric from them.
Oh my life.
They've shut down our last one. They've blown most of the all of the coal-fired ones up, so we can't reuse them. And we're paying countries that are producing this bloody carbon for our electric.
Yeah. It's
Go figure that.
fucking backwards, isn't it?
And what's the point of storing it? What's going to happen when your storage is full?
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't really think it through, did they?
Nope.
This is what we did with rubbish in the past. We didn't know what to do with it, so we dug a hole and we buried it. So what they're doing now, they're digging a hole. Well, they've got a hole because it's where they've taken all the oil out. There's a big hole. So they're going to pump the CO2 back into that hole. Well, what happens when something goes wrong and it starts leaking, or it's full and they've got all the holes are full? Where are they going to put it then?
Yep.
It's
like
brainless.
it's like what they did with Fukushima. They've literally just put a lid over it. Essentially.
Oh, that was the Russian one, wasn't it? Fukushima, they fixed that
Yeah.
one. It was the other one,
Chernobyl.
Oh, was it?
Chernobyl.
No,
Yeah,
no. Oh, what was?
Yeah, but
I can't remember
Chernobyl,
which.
they've just put a lid on it.
Mind you, Fukushima's still bloody leaking into the ocean.
yeah. And the wind farms won't produce enough, nor will solar. We haven't got enough land and space to produce our own energy enough to be self-sufficient with that.
No.
The
Which is
whole
why
of the
we-
country would be covered in windmills and solar panels.
But that's why we needed coal.
Mhm.
Yep. The only clean one, really, but as we know is dangerous, is nuclear.
Yeah. It all has its pros and cons, doesn't it?
Yep. The wind farms, they're not as green as they say.
Nope.
Most of the components that are used in the windmills aren't recyclable,
Nope.
and they're not biodegradable.
Nope.
They are changing that.
And the solar panels, although they do soak up the light and produce the energy, most of them reflect a lot of the sunlight back up into the atmosphere, which heats the atmosphere up.
But if we take away all the carbon dioxide, what are the plants going to use?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
The
if they
plants give
haven't
us
got any
oxygen.
CO2 to use, where's our oxygen coming from?
Exactly.
Hi, Graham.
Evening, Graham. The happy stream ended a while ago. We're into doom and gloom again.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's him.
Yeah, but it's relevant, isn't it? It's
Hey,
relevant.
at least he didn't press the big red button and end the downstream like I did.
She wants to. You can see her finger hovering over it. Get him off, get him off, get him off.
I've been thinking about it.
I will have to keep quiet soon anyway because my throat's starting to go again.
Yeah.
Put
My
you back in
phone
the back
battery
room.
isn't going to last much longer. It's dying. Discord doesn't half drain your phone battery.
Yeah.
Discord is terrible.
Not Discord,
for data
sorry.
and that.
StreamYard, I meant. Sorry, not Discord.
Discord's just as bad.
Yeah, it is.
But I found even WhatsApp on a video call can kill your battery.
Yeah. Well, I updated my phone the other day to iOS 18, and they've changed so much. Now I don't even know where I am on my phone.
I'm looking at getting a new one because mine started playing up again.
What are you thinking of getting?
It'll be a Samsung again.
iPhone.
No, I can't even turn an iPhone on.
iPhones are simpler than bloody Android.
No. Somebody gives me an iPhone, I look at it and go, well, which button do I press? Because the one I normally press isn't doing anything.
Well,
So,
that's
yeah.
another thing that with the DWP, with this check-in of your bank accounts. What they going to do when they see on your bank account that you paid nearly $2,000 for a mobile phone?
Yeah.
Well, surprisingly enough, I wasn't going to pay that much.
I know you weren't, but I'm just saying, everybody, even people that are unemployed, have got the latest phones. And some of them, yes, they've got them on contract, so they don't have to pay it all at once. But there's people out there paying £70, £80 a month on a mobile phone bill.
Mine costs me just over £40 a month.
Do you know how much we pay on ours?
Probably about a £5.
Nope.
Nope. You get unlimited texts, unlimited calls, and what was it? Two gig of data, babe?
2 gig of data,
Now tell her how much.
$3.50 a month.
No. Well, I'm a phone snob, so
Well, being a phone snob, you get into the contract, but you still end up paying a stupid amount for the phone.
yeah, you just don't realise it because it's not like a massive outlay.
But what you want is one of these sites that lease the phone, because you don't have to own it now. You can lease a phone.
All right.
So you can lease hire your phone.
I couldn't be trusted to do that. Mine's gone down the toilet already. It's gone down the stairs. It gets dropped on a daily basis. I couldn't lease a phone. Hey, one of the phones I had, I put on the dashboard of, I was in my XR2i at the time. Put it on the dashboard because I'd just got it back in the car from the supermarket, opened the windows, forgot that I'd left the phone on the bloody dashboard.
Let me guess.
Went
the dash and out the window.
went round an island. The phone went sliding across the dash, flew out the passenger window. And do you know what? It was a Nokia N95 and it was still in one piece.
Yes. That's the joy of a Nokia.
Yeah, I've still got one of those upstairs.
So this one's got to be, it's an S5, so what, 10, 15 years old?
Oh, God, easy.
Well, both of mine are S5s. Yeah, £3.51.
So anyway, I'm looking at getting a new phone. So a refurbed one. And I was just going to go up a couple because mine's an S7. So I was going to go up 1 or 2, spend about £100. And I've discovered that there's a model of S20, which is 4 years old, that is about the same as an S10, which is 5 years old. And the only real difference I can see is the newer one, the S20, has a lesser camera, slightly less megapixels on camera. But I need to speak to somebody that knows all about phones.
What's that one you're using now? That's an S7.
S7.
Yeah, well, mine's got better features on this camera than her later one. She can't get picture-in-picture or nothing when she's videoing like I can.
But I'm not going back to an S5.
No, because they'll soon become... The thing is, though, the problem is they suck you into the cycle because soon enough they'll stop updating them. And then certain apps won't work because it needs the latest update of the phone. And that's where they get you to just constantly keep updating.
Well, the problem with the S7, it's only got 32 gig on the card, on the phone itself. But the S10 and the S20 FE have got 128. So that means I can have as many games on there as I want to.
Yeah, I think I've got 128 gig, or is it 256? I think I've got the 256 iPhone, and then I've got a terabyte on iCloud as well.
Oh yeah, I'm just talking what's on the phone, and because I've got my memory card as well, where all the pictures and everything go. But
yeah, well, iPhones don't have memory card slots. It's all on a cloud now.
I don't do cloud.
Yeah, see, I never used to.
But you've been forced to use it.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
this is the problem.
Not
People
going down that
have
road.
lost what the mobile phone was for. It's
Yeah.
not a mobile phone anymore. It's a mobile computer.
Yeah, basically.
Mine get used for phone calls, texts, and
Babe,
taking
Could I
pictures.
have a,
End
could I have
of.
a cup of coffee, please? Thank you.
Yes, darling. But you're still
Oh,
in the dark ages.
Oh, hello.
The thing is, though, I do miss the days of where you could just literally text, ring, and maybe play a fucking game of Snake.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as I walk out the house, I'm not connected to Wi-Fi or the internet.
Hang on a minute. Hang on. You are. I've got the N95 upstairs, and I've still got my NK402 somewhere with original Snake on it.
Wow.
I know. And the last time I tried it, it turned on as well. Oh yeah. Sorry, go on.
I'll have to have a look at the Samsung A, Craig. Hadn't even thought about that. A different letter, because I don't know
Yeah.
anything about them.
The A range is actually supposed to be quite good for Samsung.
That's what's.
And
I
then
don't know. They've closed the car phone warehouse by us because I was going to go and pick somebody's brain, but
The problem with places like that, though, is you can never be sure that you're getting proper information because they are commission based.
but they're going to want to sell me a new one, and I'm not
Yeah.
buying a new one.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to compare old models, and they ain't selling me a damn thing.
No.
Oh, somebody keeps putting messages in Discord and nobody's answering them.
Oops.
Oh dear.
Oops,
So I just
oopsie.
had an alert that there was something in Discord. Unfortunately, Graham, I do online banking, but that's only just to check my statements and when I was working, if I needed to transfer money to Heather, but that's the only time I use online banking.
I'm so guilty of paying for most things on my phone.
Well,
It's easy.
It's too easy.
this is the problem. It's convenience.
Yeah, they've got me.
It's convenience.
Although, to be fair, we've actually been using cash a lot lately.
Everybody needs to.
Yeah, we do.
Everybody needs to.
I got some out the other day to make sure I got some in my pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep a stash at home
I'll
as
do it
well.
later. I was going to say I got some lottery tickets.
Oh, yeah, we did the lottery as well.
So we could all be
130
winners.
Yeah, £135 million Euro Millions tonight.
Well, it was the winnings from Tuesday's one that paid for tonight's.
How much did you win?
£5.50.
Oh, that's more than I got last week. I got £2.50. I text Grumps and I was like, "We've won the Euro Millions. What are you going to spend your £1.25 on?" He was like, "A bag of Mawams."
I bought some the other week. I didn't get one number.
Oh no!
That's why
I
make
remember.
you buy them.
I
Yeah,
remember
it's
the
more like
first time I ever played the Euro Millions online. I got an email through saying you've won a prize. I was like, oh my god, they surely wouldn't contact you unless like you'd won a big prize. No, it was like £1.80 or something. I was like,
Well, I went into the shop this afternoon. I managed to walk down to the corner shop, give him the ticket. I said, I believe that's a winner. And it was like I'd gone into the film The Fifth Element. The bloody machine started playing tunes. You are a winner.
oh my life.
He said, what do you want the money? I said, no, reinvest it. I'll pay an extra £2 to give me 3 tickets.
But
I
do you
know,
know
like,
what? Do you know
years
why it does that?
What?
Do you know why it announces that it's a winning ticket?
It's because of
So
the
that they
shopkeepers
can't
that were
steal it.
saying it's a losing ticket and then cashing it in themselves.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's so the customer knows that they've won.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, what I used to do ages and ages ago, I'm going back like years now. This is when me and my ex were living together, and we'd always like, get a scratch card here or there, and like any of the winners, we just used to save them, and we ended up we used to just stick them on a clip magnet on the fridge, right? And we just let them build and build and build. And we had like 200 quid in there without even realizing it. And that paid for Christmas, really. Thanks.
That's a good way of saving them. Don't do scratch
Coffee.
cards. My daughter
Oh,
has
I
luck
do.
with scratch cards, but I don't have luck with anything.
I want to go bingo again.
Oh, it's been ages since I went and played bingo.
Dan went bingo last night.
Did I?
Yep, they won, but not a great deal. And they have to split it between like 4 of them.
Yeah. Oh, we always did that.
No, I used to love going bingo. I don't even think our bingo hall's open in Shrewsbury now.
Well, I had $2,500 on the lottery once,
Ooh, nice.
and that was only luck. It was when I was living in Bristol. I worked for a small building company. There was about 8 of us that used to put £1 in every week.
Yeah.
One
Like
lad-
what do they call it? A syndicate.
Yeah.
Syndicate.
We used to give him the £1 every week on the Friday when it was just a Saturday lotto, and he'd buy the tickets. And fair enough to him, he used to bring the tickets in on a Monday to show us. We had a few wins, a tenner here, a tenner there. If we did, we'd say, right, okay, we have a free go for the next couple of weeks on those winnings rather than just take the money, because having £1 or 2 back was pointless.
Yeah.
One Friday, I'd forgotten to pay him. So he come in on the Monday and he said, oh, you didn't pay your lottery. He said, do you want to pay it? So I said, yeah, of course, I'm part of it. I'm not going to dip out on it. So I give him my £1 and he gave me back a little cash bag. I said, what's this then? He said, we had 5 numbers up.
Ooh.
He said, we've all got just over $2,500 each. Because unfortunately, there was hundreds and hundreds of people the same week had the same 5 numbers.
Oh no! Yeah, see,
Otherwise,
that's the downside of syndicates.
well in, because the 5 numbers was in the millions back then, obviously.
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it?
But yeah, we had $2,500 each, and he said, "I knew you'd pay your £1." He said, "That's why I bagged yours up," and that was before I knew we'd win. I was quite happy to pay. Hold back on stuff. Like that. But there was one lad, he never ever paid. He never played with us. And you should have seen his face when everybody was sat there counting their checks out, their money out.
Oh, I bet he was seething.
He was gutted. Everybody said, well, shall we give him a few quid? I said, well, no, he's never paid into it in the years we've worked together.
No.
So why should he get anything out of it?
Sorry.
Even
Healthy.
yeah.
You sound awfully healthy, Holly.
Yeah, it's smoker's cough. Hang on, I got to mute.
That's what I said. We couldn't put one sort of fit human being together out the lot of us, could we?
Yeah, it's because A, I've started smoking again, and B, I've been cleaning all that black mold off today, so my chest is like really heavy today.
I'm like that every day now.
Also, I copped a lung full of the spray that I was using too, so that didn't help.
No.
But this doesn't help me. But
No, it doesn't, because it's wet.
all my little bottles are empty now, or just about. I think there's a little bit in that one. That one I won't be using because that's like a menthol one, and that doesn't in my throat. Once they're gone, that's it. I'm not going to put any more in it. I'm just going to drop it.
Yeah, you'll find that it will help with your COPD because you are essentially smoking syrup. You're better off with cigarettes.
Well,
Well, you're better off without anything, but like,
yeah. But I've only had this problem that's got worse and started since I gave up the cigarettes.
exactly,
And started vaping.
and started vaping, which is
But
exactly what I
didn't
said.
vape for a while after I'd stopped fags. That was the thing. I only started again afterwards. You know, it wasn't immediate onto the vape.
Neither of us took it away when we went on holiday. We were vape free for 10 days.
Yeah.
Oh, you should have thrown them away when you got back.
No, it was coming back and not being on holiday that we needed something to take the edge off.
Yeah, I was going to say, just ignore me because I've fucking started smoking again, so I'm no one to preach, am I?
At least I got a nice view out of the window or out the door when I was up there. When we got back, I'd only got him to look at.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you.
Or
You're
the back
welcome.
of his head. The back
Yeah.
of his head.
And that's it. That's all I get to look at. He says, put your phone down and do something. I mean, I do everything on my phone. I'm answering emails. I'm playing games. I'm checking the internet. And he says, turn your computer on and check and do something on the internet. And I'm like,
But you're doing it on your
Mum,
phone.
Well, I'll tell you what, Holly, when we're on holiday, yes, I do take a laptop with me because I do process the videos from the day if we're fishing and that.
Yeah.
But normally I'll turn it on just to check for messages, emails. I don't upload a lot of videos while we're away. And it's the only time that I will turn it off or just shut it down and not look at it.
and that's why we hadn't been there an hour and you've got the studio set up.
Yeah, but that was so it was ready if I wanted it. I'm not, you know, I don't get up in the morning when we're there and turn the computer on first thing like I do here. Because here it's on all day and it's in the living room. So, you know, even if I'm sat over there, I can see the screens and everything. When I'm on holiday, I don't.
Not 24/7, but
Probably why
22/7.
it's probably why you sleep better up there as well, because you're not staring at a screen all day.
Yeah.
It's the fresh air as well. I mean, I breathe better when I'm up there. Even, you know, I can walk a little bit further. Well, I don't know about next time with the way my breathing is now. But, you can't see any comments from Holly, mate, because she's not putting any in there.
Yeah, I'm on the panel, Graham. I'm not in the comments. I can't actually write any comments because I'm on StreamYard. So and I'm on my phone.
I was going to
So
say.
I can't put any comments in, unfortunately, but I am here.
But, well, we've booked again for next year, so
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes. The other chap that does the YouTube fishing channel, Mad Mick Outdoor Adventures, he's been in touch with me because we met his mate up there this year, and he just wanted to get in touch with me for not coming down and meeting me and having a session with us because we were going to do a dual stream.
No, you're not a Muppet, Graham. I was a Muppet earlier. I managed to end the stream instead of leaving the studio. Yep, that was
That's why
me.
we're on take 2. It's all Holly's fault. Holly's fault. She did it.
I pressed the big red button. Whoops.
Yeah, but I go up there when I'm doing them and I look at and I keep pressing on the wrong one, you know, and I don't end the stream.
Mhm.
I mean, look at that night you emailed me, messaged me and said, you know, your stream's still running. That was 2 hours after I'd finished.
Yep. Yep. It ended one, but not the other.
Yeah. Oh dear. But this is the
Love
thing
it.
we said earlier about work. No, you know, like as you know yourself, because you're the same with me and Dan. You know, people think, oh yeah, you're healthy, you can't have that much of the fatigue and that. But they only see us for a very short period on here.
Yeah.
Now, the job that Heather's got, it will be working from home. It's computer based, obviously, doing what she knows and what she does best. But I don't have that option in an employment because I don't know enough about computers. I'm not computer literate enough
No.
to be employed on a computer.
I could train you to be my assistant.
Well, I'm going to be anyway,
Yeah.
and I'm struggling up and down the stairs with your coffee and your toast in the mornings. And
No, I could train anybody to. What I'm saying is, I could train anybody to do what I do. It's
Yeah.
not rocket science.
It's not.
yeah, but you look at the
It's-
trouble I have learning now with my memory as well, especially short-term memory. And the other thing is, yeah, if it's a nice, easy-going job, yes, you can go and lay down, as you said, if you're tired and that. But, you know, there's very, very few employers out there that would say, yeah, if you need to go and lay down every half hour or something, you know, go and do it. They just won't accept it.
Nah, it's not going to happen, is it?
No. You know,
Time is money.
I mean, I still have problems navigating it now. I still have to call Heather in and, you know, what have I done here? Why isn't this coming up? I was convinced I'd been hacked the other day, and she just come down and said, no, look, you just made the screen too small.
Oh dear God.
But he sits there and tells me I'm wrong.
Yeah,
Yes,
I know.
sure
I
is.
know that feeling. I know that feeling very well.
No, you don't know what I'm talking about. This, that, and the other. You're wrong. I've been hacked. No.
But I have actually taught and showed her one or two things on it, but that's only connected with like YouTube and streaming and that.
And who's been showing you how to use StreamYard?
Yeah, you had to show me. Well, you had to load it up for me, didn't you? Because I didn't know what the hell I was doing with it. Yeah, it's we
The
work well
problem is-
together.
The problem is he tries to tell me what to do, and he can't tell me where I need to go. Okay, tonight he was moaning my microphone was very quiet. And I've gone into settings. I've told him I'm in settings and I'm in sound, and he's like, right, click on the Windows button and go to and go here, and he'd missed 3 steps out. He was in settings, in sound, and then it's top right hand corner. You need to click on advanced, but he told me to close down what I was doing in settings, in sound, and open a new window by clicking on the Windows button and going to advanced settings. Well, advanced settings isn't in there.
No.
So he's ended up coming upstairs to say, no, go here and go that. Right, yeah, okay, then. And that's part of the problem. But he can't tell me very well what he's trying to get over.
Articulate. See, I have that issue. That's why I just end up usually doing it myself. Let me show you, not tell you.
That's my problem. When she's doing anything on there, she'll try. You know, everybody. I'm always like it. You can explain what to do to me, and I can't do it. You come over and physically show me. I'll do it 3 or 4 times, and eventually I learn it, and then the memory sinks in because I have learning difficulties now with the memory, obviously.
I'm the same.
Showed me how to do it at the top of the screen and what I'd done wrong. It was my fault. I'd pressed the wrong button at some point.
Yeah, I'm the same with my auditory processing. Like, somebody could tell me the simplest of things, and my brain scrambles it, and I'm like, hang on, what? And people end up getting really frustrated with me, but it's like, I can't fucking help it. My brain literally cannot hear what you're saying. It can't interpret it.
Yeah, it's I've only been that way since I've always learnt easier that way, but it's got worse since the strokes.
Mm,
A lot worse.
yeah.
It's well, you've seen me before when we've been on lives together. I'll be talking away, and all of a sudden I'll stop, and I've totally forgotten what I was talking about, where I was.
Yep.
You know,
know
even
that
what
feeling.
subject I was talking about.
Yep.
This is why I do my videos all in one hit, raw as it were.
Mm,
If I stop, I get lost, and you know, same as keeping my notes and stuff like that. It's because I can be talking, and I'll totally lose where I am and forget what I'm talking about.
yeah.
You know, it's. I mean, the amount of times I've gone to a shop and stood there, and what did I come here for? You know.
Yeah.
You know.
But when I forget something, when I've gone shopping, I'm useless.
I do that on a daily basis.
I do it all the time. But you want to hear him moan.
Yeah, because it's not acceptable when somebody else does it. It's infuriating when somebody else does it. Trust me, I know. I live with somebody like that.
This is why when I go shopping, I rush around. I got in my head exactly what I want.
Oh my
and the
God,
quicker
I
I
have
can
just
get it, the
realised
less I forget.
something. I've
What?
just realised something. Essentially, I live with a young Roger. He's grumpy, sits at the computer all day, doesn't know anything about computers. And gets annoyed at me for the things that he does. Shit, it's Roger 2.0.
Literally, the only reason I knew at some point I would have to learn how to use a computer because I knew it's going to be the only way you can get through life. And I put it off for so many years that when I had to sign on a few years ago, as I've said before, oh, you've got to do this, you've got to look here, you've got to do that online, you've got to look at jobs online. I said, well, no, I can't. They said, well, you can. I said, well, no, I can't. I said, because I don't know how to use a bloody computer. You know, and they were actually shocked that like a 50-year-old didn't know how to use a computer.
Yeah.
And
See,
I
my
always told it,
mum-
I said, it can't cut grass and it can't gut fish. I've never fucking needed one.
No.
And then they said you can do it on your phone, and you went, my phone doesn't connect to the internet. Yeah.
See, my mum, because obviously she was in clerical, she's always kept up with technology to a certain extent. So, like computers and things like that, she knew. She was quite literate. Now, though, she's fucking useless. It's
Yeah,
like
but
she's
you've
hit
got to
70.
forgive her.
I know,
No.
but she's hit 70, and it's just like, yeah, she's forgotten how to do everything.
No, it's computers keep changing.
No, they do. I will openly admit that. It even bamboozles me sometimes when I'm like, oh shit, where is this? How do I do
You
this? What
have
do I do
to
this?
you have to forgive your mom because they keep changing things, and this is Roger's biggest
Yeah.
issue. It's like this software wants me to update it, but if I do, I won't know where anything is. eBay changes its layout, and you can't find anything ever again.
Exactly. They don't make it user friendly.
No, it's not, especially for the older generation.
Exactly. There should be an option where they've got a default layout for things like that.
They need an olds button.
Yeah. They're like, no, but seriously, they can do it. They just update it into the old software.
Yeah, but
So
They-
that the
when
layout
they,
doesn't change, but the workings of it changes.
it's
Does
like
that make
with the
sense?
new
Yeah.
Windows 11, isn't it? Now, I've looked at Windows 11. I haven't got it. My computer won't accept it.
No,
But
mine
chatting to
either.
people that have done videos on it and what have you, I wouldn't be able to use it. It's too complicated.
Mhm.
but it's not.
Yeah, but you know how long it's took me to learn just to use what I've got.
Excuse me, I learned computers before Windows, and I started on Windows 3.1. I had a
Back in the
break.
day.
I had a break while I went into hospital for my op. I came back and they were on Windows 95. Now that's a hell of a change,
That was.
because that went from a little grey box with 2 little files to this operating system that's very much like we use now in comparison.
It was.
So don't you go moaning that they've changed the layout on fucking eBay.
I remember the first computer we had at home. It was just a word processor.
Commodore
you could do
64. Commodore 64, you had to type in
Yep.
what you wanted, save it onto cassette tape so that you could load it again at the end of it.
Can you imagine kids nowadays doing that? They throw the controller through the TV.
They
Yeah,
do
but-
anyway, don't they?
But this is what I'm trying to say, babe. I've never used compute where you've used them since they've been there for work and what have you. I've never needed one. So, you know, I came in it way above the technology that you were using
Yes,
originally.
Tony.
It was
Yes.
alien for you, but there was a the sense of familiarity. Oh, fucking hell!
When they
Familiarity.
change it
There we
so
go.
much on it, how can I put it? It's like learning to write and read again.
Mm.
Yes,
You've learned
Tony.
to read and write. They change a lot of it, and then you've got to learn that whole
Yeah.
process again.
Yes, but what I'm trying to say is the changes you have had to put up with are minute with
They
the
are.
change
Oh,
with
yeah,
the changes.
I admit that. And it has got worse since I've had the stroke. You know, I do.
No, nothing to do with the stroke. What you hate is the fact that software manufacturers now and the likes of eBay, whoever, whatever, go, that would be easier for people to use. We will make it look like that. And suddenly it looks different. And that's all it is it looks slightly different. Everything's still the same. Everything works the same. It's just slightly different view. You're looking out of a different window. End of. That's all it is. Everything else is the same. What I'm saying is the changes some of us have had to put up with are the difference between driving an automatic and driving a stick shift.
Or going from Android to iPhone.
Which is why I won't go iPhone.
Exactly.
I will not do anything Apple.
Believe it or not, there's a lot of people out there now that are saying we're leaving it, we're doing away with the iPhones. We want to go back to Android.
I haven't found them yet.
There's a lot of people been saying it.
There was a spate of that when iPhone said you can't change your battery.
Mm-hmm.
Because
You can. It's just a lot more difficult to do now. it's
They're
all
being
glued
forced to change that now.
yeah, I know.
It's all glued in. You can do it. It is possible.
But you've
it's
got to
just
take
so
it
much
somewhere
harder.
and get them to do it.
I think I could do it. I used to do iPhone screens all the time, like replacing them and everything. And they were so simple to do.
Yeah.
And that's why they changed it, because people were making money on the side of it.
Yeah. They make it more complicated so that you have to take it somewhere to get it done, because you can't just pop the back off, pop the battery out and pop a new one in, which is what a majority of phones were. And that was the first big step away from iPhones, and that was years ago.
Well,
Was that even this millennium when they started that shit?
I don't know. This is the thing with a lot of smartphones nowadays. They are always on, even if you turn them off.
Yeah.
because you can't take the battery out.
No.
You cannot disconnect the battery. Now, I remember when I was with my ex, there was this thing going around on Facebook saying, oh, if you've got an iPhone, set your clock to this date. And it was like back in 1975 or something, and it blocks the phone. It completely locks the phone up. And the only way to get it reset was to take the battery out, and I had to take this iPhone apart just to get the battery out, just to reset it. And she was just like, I'm so sorry. You're a fucking idiot.
No, and the other advantage, like I found, of not going online with them and not connecting to the Wi-Fi, is now Heather's phone. She's connected to Wi-Fi just about permanently with it, even though it's Android. No, she gets absolutely pestered with scam calls and advertising calls because her phone is out there.
It's not actually anything to do with it being on the Wi-Fi. What that is there is a company out there that has sold her details, because Grumps has just had this as well. Any scam text messages, any scam phone calls you get, it's because somebody has sold your data. And actually, surprisingly, it's more than likely going to be your actual phone provider.
I was going to say most of it started when Virgin got rid of our information to O2.
Yes.
And then I got call after call after call after call from O2 telling me, I still get them, telling me they're offering me a discount. And I'm like, how can you reduce my bill? I don't pay you anything. I'm not with O2 anymore.
Yeah.
Well, that one, I never, ever get any scam calls on or any advertising.
Because you don't put that phone number in anywhere online.
No.
Exactly. This one, I do. Literally, the Wi-Fi's on because I get emails through it. It's the only way I get alerts from YouTube and that, because they won't send me them. I don't get alerts for anything from YouTube. But I've got a setup where my alerts come by email. So that tells me if someone's commented on one of my videos, my phone will tell me by email.
Yeah.
YouTube won't tell me on the computer. But because that one's my personal one and I don't use it on Wi-Fi, I never get any issues like that. I've got email on it, but I don't turn it on to Wi-Fi. So, you know.
Yeah.
Like I said, he's still in the dark ages.
Yeah, and I don't get as pestered as much.
Trust me, there is many a day where like my phone will just go on do not disturb. I don't give a fuck. I think I've got my mum and Ben on a bypass. So even if my phone is on do not disturb, their calls and texts will still come through. But everything else just shuts down. And sometimes it gets to the point where I just throw it in a drawer. Just like, I've had enough. Chuck it in a drawer.
Well, I might do that now. I've had the phone call I was waiting for.
Yeah.
But every time it's rung, it's like, do I need to answer that? Is that about a job?
Yeah.
Well, mine started staying on 24/7. Literally, when my dad fell ill.
Sorry.
You know, I knew at some point I was going to get a phone call to say he'd gone. Same with my mum.
Mm-hmm.
And now with the friends I've got, like yourself, Dan, and that, you know, we've known this with Dan. He sometimes he needs help at all times, day and night.
Mm-hmm.
So he's always got a point of contact. If it's not with me, it's with Heather, because she takes her phone upstairs.
Yeah.
He knows this. I don't. I leave mine down here when I go to bed normally.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, that is literally so. If a friend calls for help, we can be there. We can give it.
Yeah.
Well, you know, like that time he popped up at 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, I get straight out of bed, come down, turn the computer on. Somebody needs us, you know.
Yeah, my mum's got Heather's number as an emergency contact.
Thank you.
And you know it would get answered.
Yeah.
But
She's
I'm lost.
She's got Heather's, she's got Greg's sister. And Dan as well, obviously.
I'm lost without the phone by the side of me because at any time Donna could need me.
Yeah,
It-
with the kids and
It's only been a short time since I get the call from the answer service on the mother's alarm to say that she'd fallen over and it was lying on the floor and I was the one that had to go around and pick her up.
Yeah.
Well, be there to let the ambulance crew in.
It's like my mum, she never used to take her phone to bed with her. Never. It would same with my dad. It would stay downstairs until I had all the problems with my psycho ex-boyfriend. And from that point on, my mum has always taken her phone to bed with her.
Yeah.
Always.
It's all it needs.
Yeah. But going to Graham's comment there, he said he often uses "who called me." I do that. If I don't recognise a number, I won't answer it. I'll Google it instead.
It's like my problem is just recently because I've been trying to get out there. My CV has been going here, there, and everywhere. And my phone number's on it.
Yeah.
The call I had this afternoon, I recognised the area, and I crossed my fingers. But it could have been another bloody O2 call.
Mm-hmm. I've
I have to
noticed.
answer it because it might be we've seen your CV and we're interested.
Yeah. I've noticed a lot of the scam calls that I've been getting have actually been from mobile numbers now.
Oh, they do that.
They're getting
Yeah.
a bit too frigging clever now because you can't Google what they are.
And they're always different. You can block.
Night, Graham.
No, Graham. You can block every
right, buddy,
number
take it easy, mate.
You can block every number that calls you, but they'll still get through because the next time it's a different fucking number.
Yep. Oh, my block list, my phone call block list is huge.
I decided it was a waste of time and I deleted it.
Well, one I did get, it was quite funny, wasn't it? Because when I answered it and realised it was a scam, I asked them why they were calling West Midlands Police. And they couldn't get it in. I said, look, this is a police issue phone. Why are you ringing it? And they're like, well, I said, do you not understand? You are talking to West Midlands Police. And that was it. Boom, gone.
Gone. Yeah. The best one. I got one saying, they obviously rang me. I answered it. Oh, we're calling about the accident you had in your car. And I just turned around and went, it wasn't an accident. I meant to hit him. And the line just went, beep.
Which one are you on about? There's at least 12.
Sparky's favourite on that one is he out of hospital yet?
Yeah.
Love it.
Oh.
I did what, as I say, I still get the O2 ones, and O2 told me they never phone. They never contact you. If you're with O2 and you get a phone call, it's a scam. O2 do not call their numbers ever.
No.
And what they do is they try and get your password out of you, and
Yep.
you'll get a message through that says, if you haven't asked for your password to be reset, this is a scam. So they're very good at trying to make sure you don't get caught. I'm nothing against O2 in any way, shape, or form. But one of the times they called me, I said to the guy in the call centre, how do you feel working for a company that is trying to scam me out of my money?
Yeah.
And he just hung up.
Yeah. How the hell do you sleep at night, Sunshine?
I
Because
like
that's-
these hackers that do the videos where they actually hack the call centers and destroy their computers.
Good.
But that's what gets me. I don't care what somebody's paying me. They know they're hacking. They know they're trying to get money out of people in a con. Where are their scruples?
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous.
They just don't care, do they? Mind you, Grump's got a text message the other day saying, oh, you haven't put your application form in for your, oh, what was that thing the government did last year? You know, where they gave like 300 quid every couple of months?
Yeah,
Cost of living, that was it.
yeah.
You got a text message saying, oh, you haven't claimed your cost of living, blah, blah, blah. And he came up to me, he says, oh, I've had this, I've you know, I can get this. And I was like, no, it's a scam, mate. I says, they don't ask you to apply for it. I says, they send it automatically. And you log into the, not log in, but you click the link and you have to put all your bank details in and everything.
Yeah.
And I was just like, nah, that's so wrong. And the thing is, though, there are people out there that would fall for it. Because the website itself, he was like, yeah, but look, it's a government website. I said, that is not the government website. It looks like the government website, but when you actually look at the address of it, I said, that's not the government website.
I got one earlier today. So,
Yeah, this is how I answer calls and texts like that. That's one. I don't know whether you'll be able to see that.
No, the
the
screen is too
NHS. You've been in close contact with a person who has contracted the Omicron variant. My reply: fuck off. Government UK, you are now eligible for a discount under energy support on your energy bills. Fuck off. I don't pay any bills. Well, I always send a reply before I block them.
I got one earlier from David M. Castillo, and it says shopping with us, and then a big number. Nothing in the body of the email, but a PDF with the same number, and it says it's going to take $300 odd out of my account.
Oh, nice.
And if I didn't order anything, click here.
Well,
Yeah,
this
well,
is
somebody
how
click
dumb
there.
the scammers are. Now, Android Apple don't do an Android phone, do they?
No.
Their iPhone. So on an Android phone, they have sent me a text. Your Apple Pay has been suspended due to suspicious activity.
Oh, brilliant.
Honestly, some of them.
Classic.
But they don't know what phone you've got.
Yeah, your Apple Wallet has been temporarily suspended. Complete the form below to restore it. Fuck off, you knob.
Yeah.
Now, if they were genuine and I text a reply like that, surely I'd have the police knocking on the door because that's malicious communication.
Mm.
No, I don't play nice on that.
But again, the reason why these things stay around is because people fall for it.
Yeah. They panic.
Yeah, they do. Because they're not knowledgeable enough.
Well, I don't want somebody to take $300 odd dollars out of my account. So yeah, I'm going to click there and see what. But I've got two two-step verification.
Hmm.
I have to verify it with my bank before anything comes out. So even if I have clicked on something and they are trying to take it, I need to verify it, or I should do.
Yeah. That's no, I don't play fools lightly on that. Abuse them at every opportunity. I'll do it on the doorstep to cold callers. I'll give them the opportunity and be nice and let them walk away the first time. If they carry on, then yeah, I abuse them.
Do you know what I turn around and say to them if I happen to actually open the door to them? I'm sorry, I'm not legally, I'm not mentally capable enough to make these decisions, and my husband isn't home yet.
I answer the door and go, "Yes, darling. What can I do? What you selling?" And he comes up behind me and goes, "Fuck off."
Because the reason why I come out with shit like that is because, like, if you tell them, "Oh, well, I'm already with so and so," "Oh yeah, but how much you paying?" and they'll still keep trying to roll you in,
Yeah.
and that's the best one I found. Legally, I am not mentally capable enough to change my electric supplier. Sorry, my husband's not home.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely brilliant.
And it worked perfectly.
Back in the day, Mother used to get inundated with double glazing salesmen,
Yes.
and she could never find a way of getting rid of them. And I said to her, "It's piss easy, Mother. You turn round and say it's rented."
Yeah.
She's like, "But it isn't." And they don't bloody know that you don't own this property.
Hmm.
You are private. You could be a private renter from whoever owns the. Just tell them it's rented. And yeah, she turned around and said, "You know, that works so well."
Yeah, it does.
No, it's like, do you remember that one that came round a few years back with the double glazing and the doors?
No.
Or would you like an estimate for new windows and what have you? You know, we noticed yours are outdated and shit. I said, yeah. I said, do us an estimate. And he said, oh, well, shall I send the estimate to this address? I said, no, send it to Birmingham Council. I said, they own the fucking place.
I love it.
They never came back.
But it is the easiest way to get rid of somebody like that, regardless of whether you own your property. Just say it's rented.
Well, that young lad with the smart meters, I mean, you know, they were coming round. They weren't from the company that we use for our supply. And he was pushing smart meters. So I very politely said, you know, because I know what they do and what they're about. I said, do you know what these smart meters are actually doing that you're trying to sell? And he said, well, yeah, you know, so you can keep a check on your energy bill. I said, no, they are very dangerous and very intrusive.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually showed him a video, an official video of what these smart meters are about. And he went away. He said, you know what? He said, I'm going to go away and think about that now because they didn't tell us that when I took the job.
No,
He was only a young kiddie, so I didn't want to abuse him. He didn't know what he was selling. Genuinely, I could see the shock in his face.
Yeah, he's just doing it's a job basically,
Yeah.
isn't it?
But I always give them the option to walk away. I'll answer politely and say no, thank you. You know, not interested. And then if they carry on pushing it and try the hard sell, that's when I abuse them.
Unless I'm being nice to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Personally, I think cold calling on phone or in person should be outlawed, especially with the amount of crime and corruption and scams that happen now.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be allowed to do it.
But you've heard Dan say he used to do it, and it's such hard work. It's such a slog to earn pennies. I feel for the guys.
Yeah, my lad did it for a short time. He was actually really good at it. But he said it's just not worth it.
No.
Like the traveling, because
Yeah.
they could literally be picked up in the morning and get dropped off in somewhere in Cannock.
Oh,
know.
I saw a job advertised for somebody with a car, and all it was meeting a group of people, taking them to an area so that they could go door to door, and then picking them up at the end of the shift.
Yeah.
But it frightens so many people now, especially the olds, you know, because they don't realise what some of these people are. I'm not saying all of them are scammers. Yes, some of them are genuinely just trying to make a living, but it's a
Mhm.
very dangerous way of doing it.
Yeah.
It does cause a lot of anguish in people. Now, I had one in Bristol. I know for a fact, I've just come out of prison, this, that, and the other. He gave the whole spiel. And I said, no, not interested, mate. And he started to get quite nasty.
Right.
You know, because I wasn't interested in what he was selling.
Mm.
And I said, look, I would suggest you go away now.
Yeah.
So he wandered off up the road. And I thought, no, he's using menaces. He's getting Larry. So I actually phoned the police and explained what had happened. And they said, oh, yes, we've had some phone calls in your area about this person. I said, well, I would suggest that you do something about it because somebody is going to get hurt.
Mhm.
And he said, well, yeah, we've had a few people that have said they're frightened. I said, no, him. I said, because there's people that live round here will just take his fucking head off if he starts on
Yeah.
them. He said, because I came close. And apparently they picked him up within half an hour after that.
Good.
You know, I was going to do it, but I thought, no, you know, I'll give him the option to walk away. And in the end, he did.
Yeah.
But there were people that lived up the street that I know if he'd have carried on with them the way he did with me, they wouldn't have been the same as me. They'd have just took him out there and then.
Yeah. You either shut up or I make you shut up.
You know, it's... Yeah, you got to be very careful. I mean, it's publicised enough what some of them are like. But again, people just don't know.
Mm. The thing
And
is, though, it's
people
just
that can be
it's just unfortunate that like there's a few of them out there that ruin it for the ones that aren't like that.
Yeah. I mean, we got one that they've knocked several times now, selling farm products.
Mm-hmm.
And no, sorry, not interested. You know, I mean, Heather will keep them talking for a bit, but me, I'm just like, no, not interested.
Yeah, but the one guy turns up and says, we've got a special offer on at the moment. And I'm like, okay, what's your offer? Is it half price? Is it? I didn't get a chance to find out because he came and told him we don't want it.
Yeah.
Only he wasn't quite that polite.
What I want is the young dolly bird that knocks on the door saying, I've got a special offer on. And just unzip your trousers and say, well, give it up then.
No.
You think I'd let you do that? But this was, I think it was Hello Fresh or one of those. And I'm like, it might be a good deal because what was the one that Dan had for a couple of weeks?
I think it was Gusto. But yeah, Grump's sister does like the HelloFresh and the Gusto and all of that, and it works really well for them.
And that's it. I wanted to find out what the offer was because quite often it can make it can be worthwhile doing for a couple of months, couple of weeks, whatever. Yeah. But I wasn't allowed to find out because he doesn't want me to save myself some time. He likes me to go traipsing around the fucking supermarket. He's kind like that.
Well, yeah. You know, it's forced exercise, isn't it?
I'm going to make you start coming with me.
Yeah, right. That gets you even more wound up, doesn't it?
Well, you're getting to the point where you can walk further. Well, you've always been able to walk further than I can, but it's so much easier for me to go and do it. So
well, I can't now. You can probably walk further than me now.
I'm going to pop to the little ladies' room. I will be back in a moment.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm going to drop out because my eyes are starting to
Yeah, I'm getting to the point where
Well, it's nearly 10 o'clock, so we ain't done
know.
bad.
I know.
Lasted longer than I did on Wednesday.
I know. You're so good at telling me things I know
Yeah, I know.
and then moaning because I get sarcastic.
But, you know, I'm having trouble to see now.
Yeah, I know.
They start shutting. I'm not tired. I'm just having trouble concentrating and seeing. But, I suppose it's age. You know, I've still got 2 pairs of glasses here trying to sort my eyes out when I'm on here.
Well, these are my old broken ones. They've held out well because those are my others for seeing everywhere else, but I can't see the computer screen with them.
Oh, hello. What did that just refresh itself for?
Because you touched something or moved something. It's not that you were being hacked.
No, it's that self bloody refreshing thing on Facebook. You know, you look at something and
Yes.
it will refresh halfway through you're looking at it.
Yes.
It's a pain in the ass.
Like you.
What, pain in the ass?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Go on, deny it. Deny that you're a pain.
I know I'm a pain.
Well, it's why I won't take you shopping.
I was
Because you're a
born that way.
nuisance.
Oh, see, I actually I don't mind going shopping with him, but I can't browse because he gets bored.
Yeah. But what gets me is he wants to run around, compared to me walking, he wants to run around the shop and go, we want that, that, and that. Because that's all I put on the list as far as he's concerned.
Mm-hmm.
But what's not on the list is 10 other things that I know I want.
Yep.
But because I didn't rattle them off when he says, what do we want? Well, it's obvious, like, I want milk. It's obvious I want a loaf of bread. It's obvious, but because I said cheese and butter, that's all we're buying.
I have someone like that as well.
You are right. You have got a young Roger.
Yep. Or it's like, we'll go to Tesco's and he's like, what do you need? I'll show him the list. And then while we're there, I'm like, oh, I may as well grab some of that while we're here because we're going to run out in a few days. Oh, that's on offer. I'll grab that one. And he's there going, for fuck's sake, you only came in for rah, rah, rah. And it's like, oh, well, you know.
My biggest bugbear is doubling back. When I shop, I go up the aisles, down the aisles, up and I'll do as many as I need to do. And if I haven't picked up what I need by that, I won't go back.
Your autism's showing.
It's just not in me.
Yeah.
The fact that he's missed 3 aisles and suddenly we haven't got half a dozen things that were on the list because he didn't actually go down that aisle is beside the point.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Well, you know what it was like when we were in Liverpool.
Oh dear God. Oh, that was one hell of a family outing, that was.
That was great fun.
Oh my God. Oh, because we went to Iceland and we went to Tesco's, didn't we?
Yeah.
I think didn't we all lose each other at one point?
In Tesco's, yeah, I think we
Yeah.
did.
Chucking stuff in anybody's trolley.
Oh my God, brilliant.
And he was moaning at me because I'm going up and down the alcohol aisle because I don't know what I want. I don't know whether I want wine, I don't know whether I want beer or whether I want spirit. And in the end, he went, hurry up. And I just grabbed what I was near.
Yeah.
Well, that's the way it
See
should
what
be.
what we usually
And
do.
then you moaned at me because I was in the spirits.
Yeah. See what we usually do. If I don't need the trolley for support for walking, Grumps will drive, so to speak, and I'll just throw the stuff in, and he organises it in the trolley. And the problem is that he will walk ahead of me,
Yeah.
not realising that I've been picking stuff up. And of course, he's deaf as a post, so I can be stood there in the supermarket shouting his name because I've got an armful of stuff. He can't hear me.
Well, I
And then
always,
he turns round, and he's just like, "Will you keep up?" For fuck's sake.
I always
Maybe
let
it makes
Heather have the
sense.
trolley because I know she finds it easier to walk with the support of the trolley.
Yeah. See, I need it sometimes.
You know. I mean, yeah,
I really
if I get hold of one, I will mess about. I'll jump on it and scoot around. And
I really
Yeah,
struggle
same.
without one. So
Yeah.
it does help me keep it under control and
Mhm.
means it's with me when I want to pick something up and put it in the fucking trolley.
Yeah.
I've got it. I'm not
Yeah.
chasing him round the store.
No.
Mind you, his
It's like
favourite
having.
thing...
It's like going shopping with a toddler.
No. His favourite thing is when you only get a few items and you put them in the bag at the till, is to walk away with the bag of shopping and leave the trolley with the pound in
Oh
it
dear God.
at the till.
yeah,
Fab, we've made a realization
What's that?
that you are actually a young Roger.
I'll take that. I'll take that. That's a compliment.
You're nearly as grey as him, actually. No, he really is. Like literally, like we've been together like what 7-8 months now, and he has got so much grayer since he's been with me. He can't even shave. Like when he gets his hair cut, and they shave the sides of his hair, he's literally nearly on a number. What do they do your sides at? A number 1 or number 2?
it don't get any
Oh,
better because I actually had hair when we
got
met.
to the point. He's got to the point where they're going like right down to the skin. You can still see his grays. He can't even shave them out anymore.
Oh yeah, cheers.
It's all my fault.
Right.
Yeah, this is true.
Can I have a cup of coffee before you start?
No, it's your turn. I've heard you slating me about that Tesco trips.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're a fucking nightmare.
I'll have a cup of tea, please.
No, you can go fuck yourself and make me one.
No. Protest. That's right, Archie. That's right, mate.
Don't try and
Yes,
get the dog
yeah.
on board. He's my
Yes,
dog,
I
and he will be on my fucking
Yeah,
side.
but look at him. He's like, yeah.
Coffee, please.
Yeah, no worries, tea, please.
No, coffee, please.
Tea, please.
Come on,
make
children,
myself-
stop squabbling.
She's gonna threaten to bang her heads together in a minute. I see you've sorted yourself out with snacks and not bothered to ask me if I want any. I'll go make my own fucking coffee. Fuck you. Sorry,
That's right, Archie.
as you were saying.
That's the only time I moan that she doesn't offer to do mine is when I don't want something.
This is coming from the guy that put a load of washing on today. Yeah, all of his fucking stuff.
He does his own washing, so he only ever puts his own stuff on.
Please.
And then he'll go, "Are you putting some whites on?"
Yeah, but there has been occasions where I've said, "Is your washing finished? Do you want me to put it out on the line and what have you, or I'll go and get it in for you?"
Yes, and then I have to sit and fold it.
Ugh.
Well, yeah, obviously, you know, you take the pegs
cannot
off and throw it in the
fold.
basket. You know.
Cannot fold washing off the line. You'll get it in, but it's all screwed up.
Yep.
I
Oh
do
yes,
kind
they
of
are
semi-
identical. They are absolutely identical.
I mean, I got mine in earlier on. It's still in the basket upstairs.
Roger will make me a cup of coffee in the first thing in the morning. Sometimes I'll get two. if I'm really lucky, I get 3.
Wow.
But most of the time, I get 1, and that's it.
Are those,
If I want
are
another
those
one,
the
I've got to
days
get
that
it.
he's after something?
No. It's just he's remembered I'm in.
Right,
I asked her the
okay.
other morning. I said, shouted up the stairs. I said, "Are you going to get up or what?" She said, "Why?" I said, "Because I need somebody down here to antagonise."
Oh, brilliant. Because I'm bored.
Yeah, I'm bored. I want you down there so that I can annoy you. Yeah, right. That's a good reason for me to get up. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah. But during the day, he very rarely has a cup of coffee. So I'll say to him, put the kettle on for me. And if he's feeling generous, he'll make one while he's out there. Not a problem. 9 times out of 10, no, I go out, I put the kettle on, I make a drink, I come back, yada, yada, yada.
Yep.
Yada. And the amount of times that he'll go, you didn't ask me if I wanted one.
Tough.
And I'm like, you never want one? I'll make 5 cups of coffee, and if I ask you, you never want one. Why would I ask?
Yeah, exactly. Why?
Oh, no. Well, I wanted one now. I wanted one this time.
Yeah, because you didn't ask.
I never ask.
Yeah.
I've given up asking. But I will do I'm going to the kitchen. Do you want me to pick you anything up? Do you want a drink? Do you want anything while I'm out there? Every time I go out in the kitchen, unless I'm in and out doing tea or something like that, he gets up, wanders out into the kitchen, gets himself a cake, comes back, sits down.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want one? What?
Yeah, but if I'm making a sandwich, I quite often ask if you want one, don't I?
Occasionally.
Yeah.
That's code. That's code for you don't ask enough.
I just feel guilty about making one and sitting in front of her and eating it.
Well, that's one thing you two haven't got in common then.
Yeah.
He will.
No, he does. He does. I'll be fair. He does. But it's more he forgets.
Yeah.
It's like it's like that spur of the moment thing that while he's out there, he can't remember why he went out, but now he's here. Actually, he'll make himself a sandwich,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when he doesn't ask, because that isn't why he went out there. He went out to do something else. And it might have been put the kettle on for me, but he probably didn't do that either.
Yeah. No, that's totally different though, isn't it? Mind you, I have it's kind of like object permanence, but with people. And it's that kind of out of sight, out of mind thing. Now, if he goes for a lie down or something upstairs, I will actually forget that he's in the house. And I will hear him moving about, and I'm like, what the fuck? Who's in my fucking house?
Yeah.
Now, I will say
Literally.
on that, Heather is absolutely brilliant, because if I do go and lay down and I'm up there or I'm asleep down here longer than what I normally am, she will check on me.
Yeah.
She does check on me. I
Yeah, but
will give her that.
This isn't a case of checking on him. This is I've literally forgotten he's up there. He could have been up there half an hour. I forgot he's in the house.
But sometimes he's there and sometimes he isn't. So that's understandable.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I can't get rid of this one. I get a break when he goes to the corner shop.
Oh,
I
wow.
missed it tonight because I was doing something and I turned round and he was back.
Oh, no.
But that's the thing. He doesn't go anywhere. He doesn't do anything. So he is always here.
Yeah.
So I'd never forget he was here. Slightly different scenario.
Yeah, that's why mine doesn't ask me.
Oh, pardon me.
Because it's making
Right,
more work
I
for
shall
me.
leave you girls to it 'cause my eyes are really starting to water now.
Yeah, I won't be on much longer because my battery's on like 9%.
No, I'm gonna call it a day before everybody before Holly decides she's gonna leave again and presses the wrong button.
Well, yeah. Yeah, that's not a good. I need to like complain to StreamYard. I need to leave the stream. Why won't you let me leave?
How do I leave?
You won't let me leave. You'll just let me end the whole thing.
It's like I can only edit your name or edit your mic settings.
Which is really weird because even Dan can kick me from the studio, or at least he used to be able to, even with me being admin.
Not a clue. Not a
So
clue.
strange. What I'll do next time is I'll jump on the computer and we'll see if it's still the same. Because maybe it's a mobile thing.
Yeah, but
It
it'll
might
still be
be.
the same at my end.
Right,
True.
well, I shall drop down. I'll speak to you a bit more on Sunday, Ollie. Nice to speak to you
Yeah,
again,
no
darling.
worries.
And
Love
Grumps
ya.
in the background there.
Oh, he's on. I'm outside having a cig.
Oh, don't.
Yeah,
And
sorry.
I will
Don't rub it
see
in.
everybody in the chat. I don't know, whenever.
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday. But good night, everybody.
No.
I need
Night,
to go
babes.
get another drink to
I'll be
sort
down
my
in a
throat
bit.
out. All right. Take care, guys.
Okay. Bye.
And then there was two
And then there was two.
little
Me
ones.
and you. I'm a poet and I didn't know it.
Two for tea and time. What the fuck is the time? For,
What?
two for tea. Time. I don't fucking know. I screwed that right up.
3 for 2 and 2 for 2.
No, I think it's actually meant to be time for tea and tea for two. Tea for.
The song.
I don't know. Shut up, Holly.
The song is 2 for 2 and 2 for 2.
Oh, okay, there we go. That's probably what I was thinking then.
T for 2 and 2 for tea.
That's it. That's the one I'm
For
thinking
you
of now that
And you
now that you've sang
for
it to me. Don't get copyright struck.
What was it I was singing last week? Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way.
Oh, bloody hell. I think that's all I did yesterday was sing.
I miss it because he keeps telling me to shut up when I start singing.
Oh no, thankfully I don't have one of those. A couple of weeks ago I
Yes.
pulled the oven out and I gave it all a good clean inside, outside and all that. And I was just singing away in the kitchen. And I'm literally there, marigolds on, in my pajamas, on my hands and knees with my head in the oven, fucking singing away. I turn around and he's just lazily leaning up against the wall, listening to me sing while I'm scrubbing the fucking cooker. I was just like, oh shit, how long have you been there?
Well, Roger would have been at the computer shouting out into the kitchen, shut up, woman, I'm trying to listen to this.
Get him some headphones. Honestly, it's bliss sometimes, but it's really annoying when you're having to fucking scream at him, do you want a brew?
Yeah. Okay. He will occasionally turn around and say, do you want me to put the headphones in? And I'm like, I've asked you, I don't know how many times to put the headphones in. But no, it's all right, darling, that your YouTube or Facebook thing is louder than the television that I'm trying to watch. I know it's crass TV, but I don't care. I want to listen to it.
Yes. Sometimes we need shit like that to tune out to.
What I find annoying is the majority of programs I like to watch, either he hates or they're not on till about 9, 10 o'clock at night. There's nothing on during the day. But I quite like QI. I like Stephen Fry. And even though I've seen them a couple of dozen times, I still watch them again. And New Tricks. It's an old cop thing.
Oh God, that was yonks ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. But it's on at 10 o'clock on Drama. But it's amazing the shit that was back in the day that is so on point now.
Yes.
The oh no, it wasn't it's the one that comes on after it. It's another, like, where they're investigating cold cases. And it was the white supremacists, whatever they were called, you know, the Bother Boys. And it's like they were insulting the Asians across the way at the corner shop, and it's like God, this is like going out there today. So it ain't got any better.
No, of course it hasn't. I think we just hear more of it now because of the likes of social media. It's in our faces 24/7. It's like with the whole, you know, CV thing. If we hadn't had social media and the news, we wouldn't have known about it. We wouldn't have known any difference. There wouldn't have been any fucking difference. Apart from a few people with a few colds.
True. But yes, social media has made such a difference to us all. It really has.
Oh yeah, it's a double-edged sword, because it's brought us closer together, but it's created so many issues. It creates depression. It creates divide. Phones in general create a divide because you can be sat there on the sofa with your other half, and you both just sat there scrolling on your phones. You're not interacting with each other.
Well, that's it. He tells me to put my phone down while he sat there with Facebook on one screen and YouTube on the other.
Yeah.
But I should be learning about this, that, and the other. So you've got no idea what I'm doing on my pigging phone.
No, exactly.
But I know what you're doing. You're on Facebook and YouTube. I know what you're doing.
Yep.
That's another funny cat video that you're watching. Because I can see and hear it. Meow, meow. Hey.
Oh my God.
Somebody's got to love the bugger. But,
yeah, they are.
Right, I'm going to let you go before your phone dies. And
yes.
I'm going to say goodnight to everybody that's still with us. 4 of us. So I think everybody's gone.
5.
Paula.
Just gone up.
Sorry? 5, it's just gone up.
Yeah.
Well, that is what you call turning up late, isn't it?
It is. Well done. Congratulations. Slow clap.
But yeah, Roger's right. It's called It's Waking the Dead.
Oh, was that the one with the morgue woman?
The morgue, yes.
Short-haired woman.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, the main character I call Eddie Shoestring.
She was a mortician or whatever they're called.
Yeah, they've got the forensics.
Woman. Yeah, I remember that. My parents always used to love watching that.
But that's it. I'll watch those, and I'll find them because I didn't watch them back in the day.
No. Do you know what trash TV I have been watching lately? But it's not actually on TV. I watch it on like a streaming channel.
Yes.
I have been watching Married at First Sight.
because it's trash TV and it's like car crash TV and it's brilliant to watch. It's so shit.
I was going to say, that's trash TV to the extreme.
I know, but like, you know, when you just need.
If ever you see anything for Date My Daughter, that's the one I was on.
I haven't watched that yet.
I can't. I don't do a streaming service. I think it was ITV, and I've never seen it anywhere. But that's the one that me and Donna were on.
I think the one that Grumps got into was shit. What was it called? Down, not like Downton Abbey or anything. Hang on, let me go and ask. I'm going to reveal all his deepest, darkest secrets. Babe, what's that reality TV show that you got really obsessed with?
Below Deck.
Below Deck.
Oh yeah.
Apparently that was his thing.
I've seen trailers for it. It looks particularly stupid.
Yeah.
But sometimes we need stupid.
Mhm.
I mean, I couldn't get into it, but I can see why people watched Towie.
No, I still can't.
Purely because the likes of Joey Essex were so unbelievable. You had to watch occasionally to go, is this for real?
Mm.
He can't really be that stupid, can he? Yes.
See, I thought
okay,
that
obviously he is. Yes.
Mm.
Yeah. But I couldn't watch it week after week. But you know what I mean? I can sort of see why somebody might.
Mm.
Because of the stupidity of it all.
Yeah, but then they brought out all those others, like whatever it was with Chelsea and
I do not have a clue.
The Only Way is Chelsea or something. I don't fucking know.
Do not have a clue. But yeah, how the other half live, how stupid are they?
Mm-hmm.
But what was the? I can't remember. I was going to say something else.
Baby.
It's gone.
You know how you call my gluten-free stuff fun-free?
No.
Try it.
No.
It's chocolate.
I know, but if I end up liking it, then I have to.
No, seriously, try it.
The joke is in there.
What's he got to try?
It's really nice. A chocolate brownie.
Oh.
Oh, he likes it. He likes it already. No, he's faking it. He's faking not liking it.
Initial taste, all right. After taste, you can tell it's free for fun.
You're being stubborn. You love
You
it.
can tell there's no dairy in it. Yeah, you can tell there's no dairy in that.
He's purposely turning to nose up on it.
Yeah, my original statement stands free for fun.
He's now going on a rant about it. He's so Roger.
Oh, that was me.
Yeah, now he's still complaining about it. Totally Roger. I'm going to be hearing about this tomorrow.
Hell yeah. Roger was telling me something earlier, and I'm
still going.
I know this.
Taste it, so we're still
Go
going.
brush your fucking teeth then.
They have a
Can't brush my throat.
they have a forensics woman in Waking the Dead as well, babe.
Yeah, they do.
And she has got short dark hair.
I think she was Scottish, wasn't she?
Don't think so.
Forensics woman in Waking the Dead.
Waking Dead. Waking the Dead, Waking the Dead. Cast.
Or at least she had a Scottish accent in it.
Tara Fitzgerald.
I can't check Google because if it come off
No,
StreamYard,
Tara Fitzgerald and Sue Johnston was in there as well.
I'll have to Google afterwards because else I won't be able
And
to.
Trevor
rest.
Eve is Shoestring.
I'm rubbish with names.
Yeah, me. Unless they're on Google.
Yeah.
Well, with that, we're back down to 5. So I think everybody's more or less called it a night. To those that are still there, I'm going to say have a lovely weekend. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Doesn't really leave a lot of options.
No. No, it leaves plenty of options. Doesn't restrict people very much.
That's true.
But seeing as we've been discussing digging a hole for Roger, it's yeah.
For legal purposes, that's for entertainment purposes and is a joke, and it mustn't be tried at home.
I like the adverts that say, you know, when we were kids, we didn't have to be told, do not try this at home, you know, when you're watching Roadrunner or whatever. There was no way we were going to think it was going to work.
Yeah, because we weren't fucking idiots.
We weren't Joey Essex, but apparently everybody out there now is Joey Essex.
Yeah, because they've took away common sense. It's like when you buy a freaking carton of eggs and it says this product contains eggs. Duh.
Pack of peanuts. Check
May
out a
contain
pack of
nuts.
peanuts. May, not will, will does, may contain nuts. Seriously, bag of peanuts may contain nuts.
Bottle of milk. This contains dairy. Well, no shit, Sherlock. Yeah.
Anyway, boys and girls, have a
Yes,
lovely
time to go.
weekend. Good night, Phil. One of you's left.
Yep, night fell.
I'll do me wicked on my own.
Wicked. Jungle
Wicked,
is massive.
wicked. Have a good weekend. And yeah, I'll catch you all on Rogers on Wednesday.
Bye, everyone.
And with that, it's goodbye from her. And
it's good from me.
him?
Huh?
Is he going to say goodbye or is he not there with you?
I don't know. He's sat with his headphones on at the moment.
Okay, we'll ignore him.
Heather
Then.
wants to know if you're going to say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye,
Goodbye.
sweetie.
Don't call him sweetie. He's an arse.
Look, sorry, I can call him sweetie.
No, don't. You give him a fat head.
Why? I'm nice to everybody.
Yeah, I know you
Nothing
are.
special.
There we are. No, he's not.
Well, I don't know whether he's
Don't tell him that to his
special.
face, poor lad.
I've
Hey,
got my own special boy who's special in so many ways.
special.
No, not special. Roger's not
Fucking
special.
hell, we're going to get done for bullying now.
Roger's not special. Good night, all. I'm going to click
Night.
end stream.
Night,
I'm gonna click
everyone.
end stream. Take care, boys and girls.